reason why, young players like to go to the spots where they can be developed, because it's much harder to get playing time on a championship caliber team, right? So I kind of agree with Malone here. I've always been a big Malone guy. I liked him when he was here in Sacramento. I almost feel like he's being fired for holding the players accountable. He's actually achieved something. Calvin Booth, what did he do? Nothing. He took over Tim Connolly's guys, and he didn't really improve the team at all. So if my two guys are fighting, why didn't I choose the guy with the resume? So maybe there's more. Maybe it'll come out a little bit during the offseason about how Malone's pissing these guys off. But I'm shocked personally, Holden. And why would you do it the week before the season? I mean, Adelman, another guy I should like, right? He's the Sacramento Kings' best head coach son. What's he going to do? Try and implement something in 1 week? Try and implement a new system?
You can't implement a new system. You can't implement a new system. And then I'm just wondering what Jokic thinks. Like, he really hasn't spoken too much about it too. Like, this is the only coach he's ever played for.
Jokic came out and endorsed Adelman.
Well, he had to do that, but he hasn't really. I have not heard him talk about the Michael Malone situation at all. What up, Daniel? Good to see you, pal. I haven't heard him talk about
I'm personally shocked, Holden. I don't know what Denver's trying to achieve, and if they had to get rid of one and not the other, that would make sense to me, right?
I think they got in a fight. That's just me. I think they brawled.
You think
it's a totally out of left field conspiracy theory, but that's the only thing that makes sense. Unless it's the only thing that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know if it was an actual fight, but I think it was, hey, what are you doing? What's this? And he probably called him something. And
they didn't like each other coming into the season. There was a report.
Well, they supposedly weren't even speaking, right?
Said that they had tension.
He was upset that they let KCP go without matching the contract that Miami gave him, because it was only $12 million a year.
They hadn't been the same.
And once again, he was right. Once again, he was right. I mean, I'm so in shock about this, Holden, and
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What are we on tonight, fathead? Hey, anybody watching right now? There are quite a few people watching already, but drop what you're on tonight. Let's go. I love tailing fathead. Love tailing fathead. Viper's out there, Gerardo's out there. We got a bunch of dudes that are going to drop plays and win. They're winning bettors. So I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on there tonight. But yeah, the NBA is going to be big for this show. We will be doing some Major League Baseball as well. So it's just about as simple as that. Outside of that, we got Red Sox Blue Jays, which should be a fun game. We've got Phillies and Braves coming up in just a few minutes, and then the Angels and the Rays are on right now. I couldn't get in on the hits, runs, and RBIs. I did hit the Logan O'Hop home run, though, so hopefully he just goes deep. Simple as that.
I need Houston to hold on here in the bottom of the ninth.
What's that?
Said I need Houston to hold on here in the bottom of the ninth.
They're up 4-0. What happened?
They're at 6-4, and Seattle's got 2 men on.
Wow. Okay. That's
down there on the field's choice. Angels got nothing but ducks. We've got ducks on the pond with Logan O'Hoop up right now to start the game.
Hop. Just say it's O'Hoppin. Hop.
Okay.
Oh shit. Hop. Brian Smith's on Luke over 31. I just took the 35. I was like, screw it. If he's getting 31, he's getting 35.
I took the 4 threes and took 5 threes, because if he's going to get that, that's the only way he's getting it.
Now I got to go do that. Son of a bitch. That's actually one of the more bet props tonight, but at this point, why not? Why not sprinkle on?
I still want looking for a book to give me Luka to get a tech tonight.
Luka to get a technical? Why? For screaming at Nico Harrison? You think Nico is even there?
I don't think he's showing up tonight. I don't think
he shouldn't. He should not show up tonight, or he should sit in a closet in the janitor's room just so he could say he was there. I mean, seriously, what a cluster. This guy, if there's anybody that should have been fired by now, it should have been him. What a mess.
Well, you can get Luka double and Lakers to win at plus 140.
It's kind of sexy.
Yep.
Laker. Did you bet it?
I kind of like just going for points and threes a little more.
Well, hop up with the bases loaded. You might be catching. Oh, did he just strike out? Man, he had the bases freaking loaded, and he just took strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. All right, what are you gonna do? All right, let me go bet Luka threes then. So you took him up to you took the 3.5 and the 4.5.
That's correct.
That's a lot. 4.5's a lot.
Yeah, he had it the game before, and if he's going to get there, he's going to get there on the outside. He's not going to score on the inside.
No.
Lively, Gafford, and them are just waiting to send his shot to the third row.
I do like your AD bet with the rebounds tonight. I mean, I tailed it. I did a YouTube short on it. My only issue is that this fucking guy is going to get hurt at some point in time again, and it's probably going to be tonight because I'm on him.
Yeah, and we were looking into that in the other game, and his rebounding totals haven't been that good lately.
It hasn't, but you have to start to look at where his games that he's kind of starting to get. His first couple games of the first thing, he didn't rebound the basketball. He didn't really score those games either. Then he came off Atlanta and the Clippers and really got into it. Had 34 and 27, had 15 and 9. The only reason he only got 9 rebounds in the Clippers game is because they lost by 25-30. He didn't play the fourth quarter. I think this Laker game, if they can keep them from the 3, which is what their whole thing is going to be, they're not going to score inside and beat them up inside. This could be a very closer game there. I still like the Lakers to win this game. But I don't see a 20-point blowout.
By the way, look at Yeg. He has graced us with his presence tonight. What up, Yeg? He says, "Hi, Spread. Good to see you, pal." No one's ever seen Yego, though. No one's seen his face. It's fascinating.
Really?
Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah. I don't even know his real name, so I can't even look him up. I can just type in Yego, but what does it what happens when you type in Yego? Nothing good. ASC Yego, which is a soccer team from Senegal. I don't think that's him.
I would imagine that the goal for the Lakers is going to be similar to what they did for Jokic. It's going to be double team AD all over the paint, try to put 2 bodies on him, try to make him give up the basketball. And in this game for Dallas, PJ Washington needs to give a damn. Because if PJ Washington is just going to stand in the corner and shoot less than 4 times, Dallas is in trouble. If PJ Washington is going to get involved and score 10 to 15 points, Clay get 10 to 15 points, Dallas is going to be there to the end.
I'm just looking at this lineup, man. This is a slow starting lineup. Spencer Dinwiddie and Clay for the Mavericks. You got Spencer Dinwiddie and Klay Thompson as your backcourt. I mean,
Dinwiddie's been on fire. He's actually the one bet that I'm going to tell you here I'm taking. I'm taking Dinwiddie over 6.5 assists. 4 of the last 5 games. He's going to blow by Luka like he's standing on bricks. It's not going to be an issue.
Well, everyone blows by Luka. That's not an accomplishment. Yeah. But yeah, I think some of these other guards could put up some good nights here. Maybe a good night for Austin Reeves.
Yeah, I gave Austin Reeves already in the Nuke the House thing. I was just holding that off. Yep.
So should I put Dinwiddie in there?
Yes.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
So I'm taking, since we're going over on all these players, we like the over 226.5, Fox?
No.
Okay.
All right, real quick. What's the bet for Dinwiddie? Let me get the bet in first. What is it?
Over 6.5 assists for Dinwiddie. And I've got that at, here, let me see what I've got that at. Plus 104.
Oh, plus 104. Okay, cool. All right, you were talking about the totals, Fox, you and Spread.
So the Lakers still play at a very slow pace. That's the issue when you look at them for overs. I mean, when they played OKC, it went over because OKC could score with them. Dallas plays at a very slow pace the way they're playing their games. So I question Dallas being the ones to point. If you want to take the Lakers team total, because I do think that's going to be close, but pretty much I think that's 115 right now.
Let me double check.
I mean, if Luka doesn't come out and just light him up, then I got to question this guy. at this point. Like,
Well,
he was seriously hurt by the Mavericks, and that's still got a sting. His boy Dirk's going to be there. It should be a 40-point game for Luka, to be honest with you.
So
Yeah,
offshore, I have 116.5 for the Lakers, 111.5 for the Mavericks. The total is only 226. So I don't know. I guess they're protecting there.
It's 150.
Yeah, he's seriously hurt, but we've seen this before, Holden, right? With these huge games. What was the most recent revenge game we had?
Danny Avdija sprained his ankle right in the middle of the game, the very first quarter. But no, I mean, this is a game he should be out. Like I said, I don't have anybody taking problem going 30, 35, all that kind of fun jazz. But if he's going to score 35, the Lakers are going to win the game. And if he scores 35 at that, you might as well just be playing the performance special of 35 and Lakers win at plus 260 instead of 35 at plus 190.
Yeah, and Fathead's got me. The one I was thinking it was that Jimmy Butler one, right? Where everyone loaded up. Oh, Butler's going to crush Miami.
He did not that night.
Pissed at Miami. No. And if I remember right, Golden State lost by like 20. I think I laid like 6 points with them.
Fathead wants to get on Joker tonight. Let's go look what a Joker triple-double is. What do you think of Joker tonight, guys?
I haven't looked that far.
When we did it earlier today, it was Nuggets were minus 190 on the money line. If you do Joker triple double and Nuggets win, it was plus 160. That's what I looked at there. I mean, I out of everybody, I don't know if he's the one that I think changes his output. Right? I mean, I would look at some of these other guys, maybe some of these younger guys, right? That might be getting more minutes than what we're used to, that where the actual edge might be. I mean, I think Joker's probably going to be priced correctly. Like maybe a guy like Jalen Pickett, maybe a little bit more from Christian Braun, maybe some Peyton Watson or some Strother. And if I were to play anything under, maybe some Russ unders, because supposedly a lot of this conflict came from the fact that Malone was playing Russ over the young guys.
Yeah, so Pickett's going to go tonight. I took Pickett's rebounds. If he's the starting point guard, I took Pickett's rebounds. We've been on him on a couple different times on 2.5, 3.5. The guy seems to go after boards pretty well for a guard. So a lot of times guys can kind of make their name. So that's the way I expect it to happen.
Just want to let Fox know he's been busting my balls that Darren Peterson is the number 2 recruit in the nation, the Kansas stud. He has now moved up to number 1. So there you go. Take that, Fox. I'm winning the offseason already.
In what recruiting site?
Every recruiting site.
Okay, I'm going to double check this.
Yeah.
I have my own sources.
Yeah. You got a source. If your source says Peterson in number 1, then your source has got to go.
Sources can say AJ DeBenza.
Well, he's number 2 now everywhere. Except your source, probably, because your source is probably you and you want to rub it in.
No, I'm just going to look at ESPN.
All right, go look at ESPN. Let's see what ESPN had to say. Okay, what else are you on tonight, Spread? Because for those of you, if you've not watched the NBA rundown, tell them what time the rundown's on and give us one more play, Spreader.
All right, so we're going for 5 Eastern every single day. It is subject to change here and there as I'm still getting my scheduling in. Like, for example, tomorrow the plumber's coming anywhere from 12 to 4 my time. So if he just happens to be showing up at 5, we'll either go earlier or later. But, yep, that's the NBA rundown. And here's a play that we discussed that I didn't make official till after the show, Holden. And I talked about last night. One of the games I was interested in because it's a potential play-in preview was the Magic beating the Hawks. We have another potential play-in preview tonight when the Chicago Bulls host the aforementioned Miami Heat. Chicago's catching 2.5 at home. I don't think that's right. For the home team, that's not a good line to me. I thought it should have been even money or -1 here. It's not like Chicago's been playing bad as of late. When we pull up Chicago's ATS numbers, they're 12-5 ATS over their last 17. I mean, Miami's been good too, 9-2 ATS in their last 11. So both have been playing better this season. However, Chicago's been 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 against Miami. I think they lined this price wrong. I think that, Miami we think of as this better franchise, better organization. But this year's team, I don't think is that much better than Chicago. I mean, if they're laying 2.5 in Chicago, you're telling me they're 5.5 points better than the Bulls? I don't buy that. I took the Bulls plus 2.5.
There are 2 noticeable guys. So it looks like Giddey will go. He was questionable, and Kevin Huerter was questionable whether he goes, but he will go. But the other thing that's factoring in this is Andrew Wiggins will go as for Miami as well.
Yeah,
and he has missed the last couple games. So
yeah, and I think Wiggins is kind of an underrated player. However, the way the Bulls aren't really that wing oriented. I guess Buzelis could have some problems, but as good as Wiggins is, I still think guys like Herter, Kobe White, Giddey, they should be able to find some success for him. And then we'll see how Vukovic does against Adebayo and where. I think that will be one of the key matchups as well. If we get a good night from Vukovic, I'm really excited about this bet.
Yeah, if Vucevic comes to play, and he has started to get, I don't know what he was doing mid-season, but he looked like he was off in January where he was scoring 8 points a game and getting 5 rebounds. But the last couple ones, he's been double-digit points, 4 to the last 5. Rebounding totals have been back up 9, 8 points of rebounds as well. He should own the matchup for Scola Ware. I do like it. I mean, we've been on the Bulls a lot. Kobe White, obviously a tremendous scorer. Josh Giddey, triple-double machine. PRA queen. So it's definitely a good look. I can see taking the +2. I don't have a problem if those guys are actually going to play, which it looks like they are. Yep.
Okay, we got that going. Fathead, wow, the Mariners came back and won. Oof.
Yeah, they came back and
oof.
Yeah. I liked Hunter Brown. So that's the problem with baseball. I like the matchup as a starting pitcher. As soon as Hunter Brown went out of the game, it's a little different story for the rest.
So question them, why don't you bet first 5s?
Because the books juice them so much sometimes. You almost have to do it as a parlay. Like Arizona was a -112 to win the game versus Baltimore. But their first 5 was a -140, 140. Please tell me how that's not just made up.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the older gamblers bet the first 5s because they're just so used to handicapping starting pitchers. And I think the book's threshold's a lot lower, so the lines just move so easily. This is all speculation on the part. Most of the guys I know in my age group switch to first 5s because that's how they know how to cap baseball. They just cap starting pitchers. So
Joey Worth.
I play overs, and I play hits, runs, RBIs. But I will give.
And that seems to be like the new way to do it, right? Or total bases, something I never bet 20 years ago. I see a lot of people doing well on total bases and strikeout props.
Total bases, a lot of times you're looking for a guy to get a double. And if you're looking for a guy to get a double or a home run, you might as well just bet that. And you're going to get a much better price on it.
Really?
Where hits, runs, and RBIs, what I like about it, a guy can walk and still get it come through if the rest of his team, if he's on a good team. Or he's hitting right in the order. Like if you notice hits, runs, RBIs, I've hardly ever bet somebody who's ranked 6 or lower. There's only a couple of exceptions to that rule because a lot of times if you see a guy who's batting 7th and the guy 8th and 9th are shit behind him, no, I want nothing to do with it because if he gets on base, most likely the next guys are knocking him. Like if you look at the game, Brandon Donovan literally was 1 for 5 today. Not a great number. But Wilson Contreras got out 4 times with men on base and ended the inning into that extra inning game with 13. If Contreras could have actually just got a hit in front of him, Donovan could just basically go on and go for the sacrifice, and we would have cashed that. So, I prefer hits, runs, RBIs, but as the season goes, the books will raise the juice on those. And then sometimes you have to go total bases. Total bases, the one thing about them, you really don't generally get a high juice. That's there. But the one thing I do tell people in baseball, especially on Wednesday, Thursday generally is there. It's called getaway day. Generally, your dogs are going to win because most of the time your stars are not going to play a great lineup. They're already thinking of getting out of the city and going into the next game. Overall and in factor, that's the games when your dogs win. So getaway day looks at a lot of times where you should be looking at some dogs, and really some high price dogs. That's where we were cashing like the White Sox last year and other really bad teams like the Twins. Now I know the Twins are bad, but there were a period of where they weren't any good. So the open question I'll say, we're 10 days into baseball. Who's any good?
We really don't know yet. It's just too early to tell, Fox. I mean, simple as that. I think the Phillies are a good team. I think the Padres really are a good team. Obviously, the Dodgers, the Giants are off to a hot start. I like the Giants. I think the Phillies and the Mets are both good teams as well. The Cubs are a good team. And if you want to go look at the American League, I think the Tigers, they've kept their head above water here early on. They're for real. And then the Rangers have gotten off to a good start. And somebody complained last night. They're like, we have a geriatric rotation. It's like DeGrom and Eovaldi are amazing. What are you talking about, man? They got some good pitching there. So I think those are the good teams.
Okay. So you like the Padres without Tatis and without Merrill here for a while.
Yeah,
so
they're going to be fine. And Cease gave up 9 runs last night, and I still think they're going to be fine. They're a good baseball team, man.
I think they've got holes without those two guys. I think they're going to lose a bunch of games. It's kind of a team to fade for in the next couple of weeks.
How long's Tatis out for?
Tatis is not known yet. They're still evaluating it.
That was last night, and Merrill's only on a 10-day, so.
Yeah, he's on a 10-day, but guys a lot of times are 10 days, go to the minors, go play for a couple of games in the minors, and then come back. So, yeah.
I don't think this is going to sink them. Let's just put it that way.
No, I'm not going to say it is sink them, but there are things that you can take advantage, especially in the totals markets. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Where you can see, like, the Dodgers went down to 106.5 after they've lost 4 of the last 5. They won today. But it looked like they were going to win the first to 10. I believe they did not win. Well, the Mets lost today, so they didn't get to 10. Did anybody get to 10? Yeah, the Padres got to 10 today. Okay, with their win against the A's. Dodgers also got to 10. So there's 2 teams that got to 10 on the same time. And I think the Padres win that bet because they did in less games. I don't know. Someone correct me if you bet the first to 10 every month, which is a cool market to play. So
DB Gnarly, he's a Houston guy. Epic collapse by the Astros. This one will haunt him. I mean, again, we're in the first couple weeks of the season, so I don't know if it'll haunt them, but the Mariners had invented new ways to lose the first week and a half of the season. And now it looks like, it just came back. Bases loaded walk to Razarena's what won it too. Spread, do you have any more time or are you running, buddy? You let me know.
I'm gonna jump off pretty soon. I'll leave everyone with the long shot.
All right. Before you do that, we're going to get one thought from you on this. Jason Neff wants to know, y'all think of Donovan Mitchell, 9.5.
Thinking of
Davion Mitchell, excuse me, -110. Heat and Grayson Allen, 10.5, +105.
Mitchell's
Davion, I really like. I'm not sure about Grayson.
You got to see who's going to play in that whole game. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to go out there with anybody really that's starting. So now we're starting to get SGA's out in that game. Hardenstein's now out. Kason Wallace is out. Ding is out. The guy I want in that game is Aaron Wiggins.
So on that Mitchell, you just got to get the minutes. In the last 18 games that he's played over 24 minutes, he would have cleared it 16 times.
Yeah, and he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. He's been playing really well. I like that.
And with Kobe White out there, you got to think that that's who they're going to go to right off the bat, right?
He'll be the guy that come off the bench first. Yeah, most likely. Yep. With everybody else.
So I like the Davion more of those two. Now, to be fair, I didn't really look into Grayson Allen as much. Because I spent more time on that Heat Bulls game, just because there's a lot that's not worth watching right now. But these play-in previews or these potential playoff previews, I think, can be informative. So I spent some time on this Heat Bulls game today, just with the idea that even if I'm wrong, I'll have a chance to correct it next week.
Okay, cool. All sounds good to me, Spread. NBA rundown, 5 o'clock Eastern. every single Monday through Friday. He's here.
That's right.
He's doing it, man. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right. Now, if everyone wants a long shot, I'm not saying run to bet this. I'm just saying you want a long shot. I would take the Clippers to win the West. And that's my long shot to come out of the West. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not pounding the table saying that they are going to win for sure. But I think of all the odds, they present the best value right now. So that's my long shot for you guys.
All right, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, Spreader. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, gentlemen. I'll try and jump on again more soon. Next couple weeks, I hope that everything – I keep saying, oh, it's going to slow down next week. And then my week's full of appointments and stuff. But hopefully it'll be my last car appointment next week. And hopefully this will be my last week of having plumbers and electricians and solar powers every day. And I'll be able to spend some more time with you guys. So thanks for having me on, Holden.
You got it, pal. Take care of yourself.
Talk to you soon, Sean. Later, guys.
Good of Spread to stop by and hang out with us tonight. We got 3 NBA games. They're just about ready to get underway. Lakers, Mavericks. We'll be talking about that one a lot tonight. Charlotte, Toronto, and then Miami visiting Chicago. Starting up at, we got a while now. 9 o'clock Eastern time, Portland, Utah. And then the 10 o'clock games, Denver, Sacramento, OKC, Phoenix, and the Spurs take on the Warriors. Plus, we got Houston and the Clippers. Since I got you sitting here, how do you think the West plays out? Who's the odd teams out? Who are the teams that get into the top 6? Talk to me. What do you think?
I think you got to look at matchups. The first thing you got to do is come up with who you think where everyone's going to finish. Because there are different teams that match up very well versus teams, and there's teams that don't.
Okay.
So what you got to do is kind of look at and say, looking at your West setup, and you're saying, okay, let's say Houston's going to finish second, which most likely they will. Also, I sent you a ESPN Insider.
I sent you 2 4-7 right back at you. Where we got the number 1. None of this matters, but
no,
still.
none of it. I mean, we're arguing over 1 or 2, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, it's so if you look at the Lakers, if they finish 3 are going to play the team that's in 6. Who do you want to play? You want to play for a team that basically doesn't score as much and doesn't play any defense. They would actually, I think, would love to play Denver. They've already beat Jokic once in that game. They showed they can kind of lock them down. They've locked some teams down there. I think the team they wouldn't want to play would be the Warriors. Who would they be playing right now if the season ended? I think they'd love to play the Grizzlies if the Grizzlies got into 6. I don't think that would be that much of an issue for them. I don't think they'd want to see the Clippers. And that's where you got to kind of look. But again, if they finish 3rd, that means they're going to avoid OKC to the finals. But they just played OKC. I was very impressed with the 2 OKC games. And the other thing I was going to talk about with the OKC game is he kind of hit on it with the Dallas game tonight. That was a home game. That was a semi-home game, and the crowd's in Oklahoma City. That half that arena was rooted for the Lakers versus OKC in that matchup. So if they're not going to get a true home field advantage, and I mean, it's going to be interesting on a couple things. Also, if you watch that game and you think that game wasn't reffed for the Lakers, you weren't watching that game.
Yes.
SGA actually drove 14 times into the paint. He went to the free throw line once. One time for the guy who's one of the lead guys of going to the line. He never could get to the line no matter what happened in that game. It was there. And then you had Luka and AR basically getting these little touch fouls.
By the way, can I just break in real quick? They're showing the Luka Doncic reel, and Luka's just balling right now. He's crying. He's going out there onto the court, just absolutely balling, getting a standing ovation, hugging guys, crying, and let's go. Let's go, Luka. Go for 60 tonight. Let's have fun.
He's learning from LeBron how to cry.
LeBron was right there. Touche.
Yeah. So that's the question you got to do. So if you're going to make your bracket, you want to kind of figure out where teams are going to play. So if you think everything kind of stays as it is, Houston versus the Grizzlies, I'll take Houston. And then you're like, okay, they've advanced. Now you're taking the 2 seed. Well, the 2 seed's going to turn around and play the Lakers. Houston versus the Lakers. I love Houston. I will be all over Houston if that's the line of Houston versus the Lakers. Okay, and that's what you have to do when you're making your bracket of who can kind of have a chance. So if the Clippers, they're going to need a team. The Clippers played the Nuggets. Who knows what's going on with the Nuggets? The only thing we know about the Nuggets right now is they haven't played defense all year.
And so Jamal Murray might not play. It might not even be ready for the playoffs. I got to tell you, man, this hamstring injury, a lot of people are worried about him. A lot of people are worried about him, friend.
Hamstrings can definitely linger too. So they can heal and you can hurt it real quick in one play. So I mean, those are the things you kind of look out for. So I think the West is going to be wide open, but I think if you're making any of your bets, that's what you got to kind of say, okay, where do I think teams are going to finish and where that? But I also think if you've been doing this for a long time, which I have, there are a lot of different ways to bet the playoffs. We could bet the playoffs to win the series. We could bet the in number of games. We could bet as soon as one team gets down one, you can prognosticate. D-Money will tell you there's plenty of times I bet the actual result of the first 4 games. So, and you can get a really nice price on those. So if you haven't made your bet yet, I would say you either make your best guess of what you think the final standings are going to be, or you just hold off here. I mean, we're asking you to hold off for a week. It's not like forever here.
Okay.
So, and I don't think you get one better price or another really by looking at different matches. And the playing games are going to be great. The West playing game is going to be outstanding.
Yeah.
Especially depending on, I've been saying it all year, if this Mavericks team comes to play. Now, I don't like them versus the Grizzlies, and I don't like them versus the Timberwolves. Well, actually, I do like them versus the Grizzlies. That would be the one team I could see they could kind of beat and sneak their way into the playoffs. So, yep.
Okay. So a couple other things going on right now. Our boy Baylor Shireman has hit a 3. He's from the Celtics. Foxy gave out over 2.5 threes. It's 32-23 Orlando over Boston. Got about 11 minutes to go in the first half in that game. So not too much to report on early on because we only got 2 games underway in the NBA. In Major League Baseball, Jose Caballero had a grand slam for the Rays. So he went deep. And then my guy, Kyron Paris, going deep again. Big fan of this kid with the Angels. The Rays are leading 4-1 in the top of the second. With that being said, though, this is the second straight inning, and they've only played, this is the second inning too, that the Angels have had the bases loaded. And guess what? For the second straight inning, they stranded the bases loaded. So there's a lot of ducks on the pond. They're just not getting it done. So we got LAFC. This is soccer from Gerardo. What up, Gerardo? Playing Inter Miami. Won the first leg. Miami wins this leg at home. I can believe it go extra time. Okay.
So what he's talking about, it is a second round of the CONCACAF Champions Club. So we have made it to the quarterfinals. So you have LAFC, one of the preemptive MLS teams. Now, I don't think they're that good this year, especially up top. Inter Miami in a lot of these games kind of go through the motions when they're away from home. And now they have the second leg. They're down 1-0. This game's probably going to be Inter Miami wins and probably win the score by the score of 2-1.
Okay. So that's a little soccer for you. What up, D-Money?
The number right now. I can get that. I forgot this game was 8.
Ryan C's in the house. Good to see Ryan C. For those of you just joined us, smash that like button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on X, come on over to our YouTube channel, Nuke the House. Nuke the House Sports Betting. And we got Foxy, we got Keg, we got Coop, we got Maddie. Zargo just had a kid, or his wife had a kid. So, you know, the hockey bets have been a little lighter lately, but he'll be back for the playoffs. Looking forward to that. I got a really fun hockey guest coming on with us next week as well. My buddy Mark Springer, he does radio here in Denver. Big time hockey guy, big time bettor, big time Avs guy. So we'll have him on next week. Mr. Fox. And outside of that, if you guys want to check us out for a free week, do it. If you haven't already used your free week, go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. You'll get our picks, even with the free week. You don't have to watch these shows. We send you the picks, real time, in-game betting notifications. Foxy says, put it on the board. We put it on the board. It goes right to your phone. Wonderful. Good stuff there. So go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged after your trial's up. Use the code NASCAR is back. It's above me. NASCAR is back. Yes, Fox.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, pal?
GL, but I'm going to tell you on that. I'm going to take Inter Miami plus over 1.5 goals in this game at minus 109. Inter Miami is a little juiced at minus 145, so I'm not just going to give that as a play. And then I'm going to sprinkle Inter Miami to win 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 at plus 340.
You gotta put that in the chat. I have no idea what you're talking about besides for soccer. None at all, Foxy. None at all, friend. Okay. The game is underway in Dallas. So that's good.
The reason I got moved.
Huh?
My channel got moved.
Sorry. Could you imagine if I had that power and I just kept fucking with you? That'd be amazing.
I mean, it was there, but it just is in a different place. So it was like, okay. Yep.
Masters is coming up. Do you even bother with golf?
I have a bunch of Masters bets in.
Do you? I didn't see him in the Discord. Come on, give me something. What do we got?
I'm not a golf guy, but there are guys I like that I tail. So I'm not giving them as plays because they're not my plays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any first round leader plays?
I do. I have 6.
Oh, that's too many for me to bet.
So
too many.
Yeah, I mean, most of those things are all long shots. So to me, it's a unit and a quarter that I'll lose. So on these, couple of those are like 120 to 1s. So
those are always fun. Betting golf, honestly, is one of the best sweats once you get down to the last day. It truly is. Like, I won't watch most of the tournaments until the last, 10 holes. What?
Luka tried to behind the back pass, turnover, leads to a lively dunk.
Yeah. No, be nice to see Luka get on the board is all I'm saying. They're standing for him. They want him to score. They hate their general manager more than they loved Luka, and they love Luka. And he just scored, and they're going crazy. Normally, you'll have idiot fans like blaming the player. And I'm sure there's some Maverick fans like, yeah, he's fat and out of shape, but you cannot tell me this franchise is in a good position right now. Especially, look at all the guys that Nico's given up that have gone elsewhere and just had success everywhere.
Well, that's the part that's not helping him out.
No. He just trades guys all the time. And they're bad trades. He has no business being a general manager at all. And I think everybody can agree to
they're
that.
Trades to win now. And again, I still think we're making a totally different tune if Kyrie Irving doesn't get an ACL tear.
Well, he did.
Correct.
But still a bad trade.
And that's not anything you can.
It's still a bad trade. Yeah, I know you still think it was a decent trade. Horrible trade. You don't trade to this guy. Although, if you listen to Fox and he's plus minus is not good. Not good on the plus minus.
I'm not saying it was a great trade. I'm just saying if you weren't going to sign him because you talked to him and you're way far apart or you dealt in that you're not going to give him this next contract, then yes, you could have got more for him. But if your goal was to win now, getting AD, add that with Kyrie, would have been a chance to win a ring this year. But Kyrie got hurt, the other guys got hurt, and it didn't happen. So I apologize for the pasta.
Was Nico there when they traded Jalen Brunson?
Yes. But that was again a money thing. They didn't have the money. You weren't going to pay Brunson $125 million and Luka at the same thing. So, but that was more restricted free agency than a trade. There was no trade there. It was just you couldn't pay him.
So let me ask you something about this soccer bet you just made. You said Inter Miami money line over 1.5 goals. Is that game goals or team goals?
Game goals.
Game goals. Okay.
So I'm betting either Inter Miami to win 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-0, whatever it is, would cash that bet.
Now, why is it minus? Because I got the Inter Miami. Oh, that's against Columbus. We don't want that game.
No.
We don't want that game at all. All right, I'll find this damn thing.
If you go to live and upcoming, that's where you can see it easier. So once you hit soccer and go to live and upcoming, it shows up there.
Okay.
Well, we get the Mavericks up 7-4 earlier game. Jackson Hayes does have 4 rebounds. Anthony Davis is scoreless on the sheet, but he is playing defensive.
Did you get your 30% same game profit boost?
I do, but I haven't used it yet today. I should.
You didn't use it on the soccer? I'm surprised.
Yeah, but soccer was we had Champions League today. Champions League is a fun thing to watch, especially in this thing, but the bet is like pulling out your teeth. Even though I did very well today. But just typically, like yesterday was a different story. Everybody, their mother had who played yesterday? I can't remember. Who they have? Arsenal won, and who did Inter beat?
I have no idea.
Oh, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich was a minus 110 coming into the game. Inter was plus 210. And everybody had this game. Generally, you get goals, but this is the issue where we get the first leg, second leg. So you've got LAFC and Inter Miami that we talked about was 1-0 in the first leg. This was the first leg of Champions League. So a lot of those games typically are close to the vest. Both teams don't mind if it's a 1-1 game. We'll take it to the second game or a 1-0 game. That did not happen at all. It didn't happen today. It didn't happen yesterday. So Bayern Munich, most teams thought they would win this game 2-1 because their defense is a little leaky. Lost 2-1. Arsenal playing the defending champions Real Madrid, who grabbed Kylian Mbappe, grabbed all the stars, added this team. This team's supposed to come back and repeat as Champions League. And Arsenal, who really has won one game in a month, beat them 3-0. Second, today's games were easier. Barcelona is playing a Dortmund team that's just always in there for kicks towards the end. They never are going to have enough to really win the whole thing. But they're good enough to get to a round of 16, in this case, a round of 8. But they don't have enough to win it. Got their ass kicked today. 4-0 Barcelona. I'm sure you've heard of Barcelona.
Barcelona
beat them 4-0. And then you have Kylian Mbappe's team, who gave up to him, actually gave up all their star players and are doing better without him than any of those guys with there. So they won easily 3-1 over Aston Villa, who's about the number 5 or number 6 team in the Premier League table. So today's were easy. Yesterday's kind of got screwed there. There's AD inside. Let's go.
We need the rebounds. That's what I want. I want the rebounds, baby. Luka right now is sitting at 4 points, 2 of 4 shooting, 0-1 from 3.
I'm going to sit there and say this is where you're going to see my hatred. If I lose all the Luka bets, I could care less if Dallas wins the game. I'm trying to root for it, but there's Luka got a 3.
There's good. Get us 35 here, buddy, at 2-1. I'll be happy.
Get my
Gerardo did great in the Champions League, plus 4 units.
Yep.
Gerardo, are you ever in the chat? Or are you ever in the Discord?
Dinwiddie's got 2 assists.
I'd love to see if Gerardo's in there. That'd be great. Dinwiddie's got 2 assists. Okay. Shireman has 1-3. That's how we're doing on our bets right now. Charlotte and Toronto just underway. And then Miami and Chicago about to get underway.
The pace in this game is unreal.
Yeah. I mean, it's 17-17.
Right now, this looks like the OKC. So I was trying to see what the over is right now. It's 1 up 5 points.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
You're going to bet the over?
Personally, yeah.
I'm not just a personal play? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And Luka.
So imagine for a big, which we kind of thought was going to happen in this game. It's 47-28. This is why you didn't see a lot of bets for Pencaro for me or Wagner or any of those guys, because I don't think they're going to be in the game that long.
Yeah.
But with this being played here, Shireman's been stuck on 7. Hauser's stuck on 7. I mean, that Celtics second unit is just dreadful.
Hey, just throw your best bets in here, people. If you got any questions about bets, Foxy will answer them. If you want to post your best bet, and maybe we'll tell you if we know who you are, because we got a lot of sharp dudes in here. We got Gerardo, DB Gnarly's in the house. Fathead is in the house. He's marinating on a Jokic bet tonight. Jason Neff asked a question. Brian Smith is in here tonight. Daniel Berry, always good to see Daniel Berry in here as well. So there you go. White Sox team total under 1.5 minus 115. If you think I want to sweat a goddamn White Sox game tonight, they're not going to score another run against the Cleveland bullpen, is what he's saying. Why are you doing this to me? Why did you post that? Why did you post that, D-Money? Now I'm going to bet the goddamn White Sox under 1.5 team total. This is my life. This is what it's come to.
I mean, these late games aren't getaway games, but kind of staying away. Baseball was not kind of.
Hey, look who's in the house. Johnny. That's D-Pod with Johnny and Tommy. The best fight pod out there. Coming out Thursday night. So tomorrow night after our show, we can all listen again. Big fan of the boys. They kill it. UFC, MMA, all that stuff. Big fan of them. Big fan of the boys. So
I'm taking Anthony Black over 7.5 points live.
Is this going in the thing?
It's already in the thing.
Anthony Black over 7.5 points?
Yep.
Leaky over 7.5.
Not the same guy. Leaky and Anthony Black are two different guys. One went to
so Leaky
Arkansas.
Black is different?
Yes. Leaky Black's in the G League.
He's not even back? Poor Leaky Black. Feel bad for him. Team total runs. White Sox under 1.5 minus 110. All right, D-Money. That's in, pal. Oh, boy.
I was actually going to take the White Sox on the money line.
Now you're going to take the White Sox on the money line just to piss me and D-Money off?
No, I was thinking about doing it, so I'm not going to give it as a play.
It's not going to happen. What are you eating back there, pal?
Pasta with sausage.
All right. Pasta with sausage, better than steak with ketchup. So, although you might be eating steak with ketchup and you just don't want to show me because you want me to go in again. And D Money's not happy with you. He goes, let's do this. Fox don't start. What is that? That's pasta with sausage. Is there any ketchup on your pasta?
No, there's no ketchup on my pasta.
I mean, you act like that's an insane thing to say, but again, I think ketchup with steak is more insane. All right, Anthony Black live minus 106 FanDuel. Okay. Let's go check this bet out.
Champagne's got 4-4. Let's go. Come on, Champagne.
Champagne. I'm a big Champagne guy tonight. I'm on him. 100%. Smash the like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Let me get to Anthony Black, not Leaky Black. How did Leaky get his name, Leaky?
It was a nickname in high school, I believe.
Yeah.
I watched all the games with North Carolina. I've heard it like 7 times, like how he got his name and stuff like that. But yeah. Can't remember it off the top of my head.
Got to get this Anthony Black bet in. Then we'll be set. Player points, Anthony Black, 6.5 minus 138. Ugh. What was the juice you paid on it?
Minus 106. It was listed.
Yeah, can't do that. 7.5 is even money, but I'm not. Hopefully, he won't score for a little bit, and then I can get in. The Dallas game is the game we're sweating tonight. Got a lot of different ways we attack this on both sides. Obviously, I'm on Luka 35 plus. I didn't even bother with his actual number. I got it at 2-1. He's got 11 already. That's good news. We've got Anthony Davis. We're all over his rebounds, 10.5. He's got 1 though. Come on, miss shots and get Davis some rebounds. That's what we need.
There they go. Right after this Laker defense. Spread them out. Drive. Layup. Let's go.
I mean, how insane would it be if Dallas won this game tonight?
I would love this.
You would love it, but like
Luka's got 11, 2 threes.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's go.
Right.
2 more.
We got the threes also. I forgot about that. I was just talking about the points. You got the threes. All right, I'm in on the White Sox here, not to score another run tonight. The Rays and the Angels, it's Tampa Bay 4-1. Caballero with a grand slam there. Not a lot of offense in the Atlanta Philly game right now. They are scoreless in the top of the third. As I say that, Harper just walked. So first and second, and nobody out maybe in this. 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. It's been a weird series. Last night was a wild game. The Braves ended up winning. Probably made my worst live bet of the early baseball season, taking the Phillies in that game.
Mel's got to play for you.
Who? Mel?
Mel.
Who's there? Holden. I got the Blues money line. All right, let me go search. Up, Anthony Black, 6.5 minus 106. All right, good. I can hit it now.
He's probably gonna score 10.
You think he's gonna score 10, huh?
Mm-hmm. As long as he gets the run, I think he's gonna get, because this game's gonna be a blowout.
All right, so Blues money line plus 120. Let's see what it's at now. I tail Mel too. She's sharp. Last bet you gave me, Mel, didn't cash, but you've won me money on the year, so I don't care. I gotta stick with my girl.
Do you know what time it is?
We can't play any. Is it like you were gonna play a thing of the music that we were gonna play?
Oh, I could definitely still play that, because
Please
that
don't.
is
Please
that
don't.
is a please personal one. That I can play, because I
Please
know that's
don't.
not copyrighted.
I'd prefer
So,
that you didn't.
I 100% that's not copyrighted. But it's time to pay the rent.
I'm missing here. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's time to pay the rent, because the landlord has entered the game.
Oh, look at you. Look at you and your crazy wild stuff. Blues, we can still get
Another three by Luka. Three threes.
10. Good. He's going to get this in the first quarter, maybe. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So we got him at what, 3.5 and 4.5. Good start for the Luka. All right, I'll hop in there with you, Mel. Blues money line plus 110. Caesars is the best number I'm finding at plus 10. Oh,
Dallas.
they just dropped it to 105.
Dal says, take that in your eye.
Hey,
There you go.
that's crazy talk.
Tie game.
All right,
The
where's
landlord says, not in here.
Is that what he said?
In here.
He
Yep.
said not in here.
Yep. It just got his first block. Fendel didn't give you any blocks on Gafford.
What is UCL?
Champions League?
Oh, that's the Champions League. All right. I just saw they have a boost, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Caesars
Wait,
has a boost on UCL if you're betting it.
Well, that's already happened. It was at 3:00 today, Eastern time.
Well then,
So if you're betting it, you're betting for futures for.
I'm just showing you my knowledge of the NBA.
All right, she's got the Blues tonight. All right, so let me see who the Blues are playing.
The Oilers.
We're in the finals in fantasy hockey.
Okay.
Kicking ass. It'll be my repeat championship season if it happens.
All right.
So, D's
We're
in
all
third.
waiting with bated breath.
And then we're in the NBA fantasy. I'm in the finals again. It'll be my repeat season if it happens as well. I am going against a little D money there for the crown. He's trying. My entire Discord is against me.
I am too. I'm rooting for D Money, Fox. Let's
they're
go.
all-
Let's go, D Money.
They're all rooting
Kick
for
his
D.
ass.
Chris is rooting for D. Rich is rooting for D. All these guys.
Oh, D Money. Whoop his ass, D Money. Viper's in the house. What up, Viper? What are you on tonight, broski? Let's find out. I would like to hear it.
It's over Picard. You're not a big Picard fan. Picard's been playing well.
Captain Picard?
No, Picard's in net for the Oilers with Stuart Skinner hurt. So
Well, we got.
they lost to the Kings. They lost to the Ducks. They returned home, which is there. They went 2-2 on their road trip. The return home, they have the Blues, Sharks, Nets, Kings, and Sharks to end the game season. They really only need 2 or 3 of these. So Should be an interesting game.
Let me just say this. I'm very fair weathered when it comes to this. If the White Sox score a run, my loyalties shift back to Sean Fox over D Money. That's all I'm saying. There's a runner on second. There's one out. If that scores, I'm totally backing you, Fox. 100%. Vipers got Atlanta -1. That game is still pretty early. It's scoreless in the bottom of the third.
I like the Phillies in that game coming in. But yeah, I mean, I'll root for you, so I don't have any issue.
All right, 2 outs and a runner on second. But I'm still, so you know, I'm still on D Money's side for the time being.
Okay.
I know it really bothers you, but you're going to be okay.
Live, I'm on Toronto. I'm already on Toronto at plus money at plus 110 pre-flop. So it's at plus 122. So I'm just letting my pre-flop play go.
Jared Bush, what the fuck's up with Devin Williams? Yanks got him barely go with 25 points for white on Chicago, and I'm on the Bulls money line. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad book. I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but I took Obi White at 23.5 points. I took Bam Adebayo at over 19.5 points. I took Giddey at over 8.5 rebounds. So,
you know what I'd love to see? Luka score like 45, and then the Mavericks win this game. That would make me happy.
I think you just want me to lose my bets that I took the 30.
Oh, I forgot that you had that. All right, never mind. I take it back.
No, it's fine.
I just hate the Lakers. I mean, that's just this iteration of Lakers I don't like. I actually didn't like them with Shaq and Kobe either. I was just in awe of them because they were so goddamn good.
Oh, Shaq was
so good back then. So did Nico? Did Nico show up? No one's showing any pictures of Nico.
No.
Wow. I dare you to type in Nico Harrison in the search on X. I hate Nico Harrison. Fuck you, Nico Harrison. Fire Nico Harrison. Oh, they did fire Nico Harrison, Chance. That's good. Fire Nico. Wow, that was pretty loud too. Nico Harrison will never be forgiven.
The Celtics have come back in this game.
Yeah, but our boy Shireman's 1 for 3 from 3.
Yeah, he's got 9 points though. So if I get my 10.5, I'll be fine.
Yeah, just I'm really not too interested in anything besides for Lakers, Dallas, and Boston, Orlando right now because of Shireman. And then in baseball, again, it's just a quiet, and that's it. The Cleveland got out of it, so the White Sox are still sitting on 1. They're down 3-1.
Yeah, Grimes is 2 points. He's 0 for 9 today.
He's having one of those games.
Our boy Champagny, did you get on the Champagny bait? Did you actually there? Because that was there for over 2 hours before the show even started.
Let me see. What book was it at?
FanDuel.
I mean, I've got so many goddamn bets. You know this, especially when I'm working with you. I'm telling you during the day. I'm making my own bets. Maddie's got stuff out there. All right, let's see here. I got Luka 5 threes at plus 165. Over 3.5 threes at -20. That's all I got at DraftKings. Then the White Sox.
537, Josh Champagny, over 8.5 rebounds, and the double.
I just want to see if I bet it. I don't know if I bet it. Bona's got 5 rebounds coming up on halftime. He needs 6 in the second half. I got Shireman. I got Corey Joseph points. Champagny plus 270 to get a double-double, plus 114 to get 9 points.
He's got 8 and 7.
Let's go. I got Inter Miami, CF, and over 1.5 goals.
Yep.
Jordan Schultz came out with a report today that what did he say? That Shedeur still could go number 2. I am going to stay in your camp. Yeah.
No. He sent me a private chat.
Oh, he said you weren't laughing at the Shedeur thing? Okay. Are you guys liking the over in the Rockies game? Let me just tell you this, Aaron. Okay. As someone out in Colorado,
no,
I don't think I've bet an over in a Rocky game in at least 2 years. I just don't do it. They usually add a run to it. It's juiced. And we're sitting here in April. It was beautiful today. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Upper 60s, probably 70 in Denver. But that's just not something I'm on. And listen, it'll still be in the 60s during the game. Tons of wind. I don't know which way the wind is blowing. They got 50-mile-an-hour winds. Let me go find out which way the wind is blowing. But no, I personally don't bet overs at Coors. When I play DFS, I purposefully don't play the teams that are coming in because you fade it so often it doesn't hit. So Senzatella, Alexander, you can make a case that it is going to go over, but I'm not doing it. What's a Churio home run probably is probably not.
Well, that's the question we got to talk about. So obviously this Rockies offense is terrible.
Correct.
I mean, if you're really picking them to get over 3-4 runs, Hunter Goodman, Brenton Doyle,
and Chris Bryant has BVP tonight. That's it. The corpse of Chris Bryant.
Yeah, I mean, they moved him down the lineup. So, but the one thing it was very interesting of what the Brewers did. Bryce Terang batted ninth in the last couple of games. He's hit 2 home runs in his last 4. He's batting leadoff tonight.
Well, let me also say this. They played 1 game at home. Or actually 4 games at home. They played 4 games at home. And right now, Sean Bouchard, I don't even know if he's in the freaking lineup tonight. You've got Doyle, Bouchard, and McMahon hitting. Kyle Farmer hits at home, and Martini can hit at home. So this is just early. I know it's a bad offense, but they're always a good offense in Coors. Not always, because it changes night to night. Listen, it's scary to bet an under at Coors, but I just me. I'm not betting an over. Not here. Mel, she's a Colorado girl too.
It's Doyle, Bouchard, Tovar, McMahon, Goodman, Farmer, Bryant, and Toglia, and Bean. Those are your lineup tonight.
What is
it's Terang, Churio, Yelich, Contreras, Frelick, Hoskins, Mitchell, Dunn, and Ortiz.
What is let me go look up what a Churio home run. That's the one. I bet you it's at like plus 250 though, which is absolutely 100% unbettable.
It was plus 500 last night, so I don't think it was
in Coors.
Yeah, I bet it
was. Oh, then I might have to sprinkle.
I gave it, but Terang's been the guy who
did he hit one last night?
Terang hit a home run last night.
Churio.
The last 4. No, Churio did not. Churio got a triple. Churio got a double.
5-1. 5.5
There's
to
a couple
1.
of bets I'm trying to get to, but apparently like Churio is now 2.5, and he wasn't 2.5 last night. So Terang is now 2.5 from hits, runs, and RBIs. So they're expecting runs. Yelich is 2.5. Almost every single Brewer.
Every Coors game has 2.5. You can't find 1.5 very often.
I mean, there's some guys with 1.5.
I'll take a sprinkle on a Churio home run. This
is where I would bet total bases. I bet Churio total bases, but it's minus 145, or Bryce Terang at minus 130, and sprinkle the home run. Like, I can't just bet a home run bet all by itself because I want something to offset it, because I talked about this a little bit in another place today. The numbers you get on home runs are way off compared to, and I was giving this thing, and people thought there. So anytime touchdowns, the average good player in the NFL scores what, about 8 NFL touchdowns, right? So scores in 50% of the games, right?
Okay.
And you get plus 110s, plus 190s, like things like that on your good players. Baseball, a great player, it's 40 home runs, probably. We'll say on for your great players. Your good players hit between 20 to 25 and 25 to 30. Well, that's less than 25%. So why am I sitting here making bets on sometimes home runs, but just by itself? Because to me, I call it a wishing well bet. You're throwing coin in a pocket and hoping it hits. And it's something that's only going to happen 25% of the time at best for your great players, less than that for your good players. And then your average player is going to hit it at 10% of the time. So,
yeah, I took the Churio home run plus 550, and then they have 1.5 total bases at Rivers, but you got to parlay Terang and Churio to get a plus 165 to go over 1.5 total bases each.
Which is what I did.
Yeah, I just did that too. So
But Bryce Terang to hit a home run last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's hit 2 in the last 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
He's 13-1 to hit a home run.
Well, looks like you just got me on another bet. But these are smaller bets. These are like the $10 free bets.
Yeah, these are bush bets. Yeah. Yep.
Bush bets. Yeah, so why not throw a little more on Terang? Let's have some fun tonight. So now we're betting all these overs, and I still don't want to bet the over in the game.
Well, you're betting those overs before. You're betting total bases. So Churio had a triple and a double last night. If he has one of those tight, or he's batting enough in the lineup, they'll be able to hit that. And you're going for your swing the fence on the home run bet. So
you got Terang at 13-1.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Which he's also been moved to lead off before he was batting ninth. So at ninth, I can understand why you're putting him at 13-1, which is probably a fair price for a guy who's going to hit about 20 home runs. All right, Gafford gets the free throws. The Mavs are up 6. Now they're up 4.
Okay. Terang's in. Churio's in. Total bases, Churio, Terang is in. And then I'm not betting the over. But you know what? You can come back when we do the show tomorrow and just be like, hey, I bet the over, you dumbass. You should have bet the over. It's just something I just don't do. I don't do. They're overpriced in DFS. I mean, I've just seen it way too many times this time of year where these games don't go over.
Yeah. I mean, cold whist, the ball doesn't travel, things of that nature.
Even if it's in the 60s, Fox, even if it's in the 60s, it's like, it's just a big park. You can get a lot of triples, of course. You ever want to bet a triple? I wouldn't blame you for betting a triple, but
no. Yep.
You must get great odds on betting triples.
Yeah, but those are so few. I mean, come on. The guy leads.
Take a guess on a fast guy at Coors. That's about it.
8.
Probably I've never bet one, so I don't know. I'm just saying it must be pretty good.
Philly got out of the bases loaded. How the world did that happen? Anybody want to tell me how that happened?
I don't know.
I'm looking here. It says, yeah, Atlanta had the bases loaded with 2 outs. Okay, and then Broma got struck out.
Let me get you a Luka update. Luka has 14. He's on the bench. He's 3 of 5 from threes. And Dallas is up by 4 with about 10 minutes to play in the first half. That's the big NBA game we're following tonight. The Boston game, Celtics Magic. Shireman, 1 of 3 from 3. We're at halftime, so he's going to have to chuck up 3 more in the second half and hit 2 of them. I'm feeling fine with that.
That's not going to be a problem. He's definitely going to chuck them up. I am surprised that's there's Grimes has got 2. Lonnie Walker's got 12. Adam Bono, we talked about 9 and 5. Did you watch much baseball today?
I watched a lot of the Pirates Cardinals game, and dude, like 10th inning, nothing. 11th inning, nothing. There was a guy that scored at home that they said he didn't score. They both scored a run in the 12th. Like the Cardinals scored 1 run in 4 extra innings. That is unacceptable.
Yeah, that is killing me every time. No, that's what I say. And if you look, it was all Wilson Contreras. Wilson Contreras got the last out in 4 innings.
He's been horrible to start the year.
Yeah. So much where Herrera is basically kind of took over the catching job and he was going to be moving to DH, but then Herrera got hurt. So then it was like, all right.
Tyler Ward just hit a home run. Raisley, the Angels 4-2. Oh boy. It's really thrown me off looking at Rays games outdoors. I still have not gotten used to it. I will say this though. I wish that the A's would just stay in Sacramento. That looks like a fun place. It's a minor league stadium, people sitting out in center field. The only thing they're missing is the drums. I always loved the drums at the other place at the Coliseum. That's the only thing they need to bring back. But I would much prefer a team to be in Sacramento than in Las Vegas. Screw Vegas. Worst place in the world.
For people that are from Vegas are going to kind of disagree, but they're
I
going to go.
lived there. I experienced it. I don't even know many people that live in Vegas that like Vegas. They're mostly just have to because they're in the industry.
Correct. I mean, there's not a lot of other people that are in Vegas that are not in the industry.
They're running out of water.
Right, we go down low to Gafford, and Gafford gets the dunk because
Where
they
are
just
we on Gafford.
Gafford's got 4.
All right, so we need him to get 10 or 9.
Gafford's got 6.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Anthony Simons is out tonight. If anybody's interested in
Gafford
that.
tries to draw the charge on Vanderbilt. Did not work.
Denny Avia is out.
Yeah, there's a ton of guys out in this Portland game. So Simons is still a game time decision. We're still waiting on him. Kessler's out. Markkanen's out. KJ Martin's out. My favorite, Isaiah Collier's out. So it'll be very interesting. I actually, from a scoring standpoint, it's probably a better Jazz backcourt because it's going to be Keontae George and Colin Sexton starting. Both of those guys could go for 20. It was very interesting to see the last game that Avi was out. Tumani Kamara had a massive game, and I'm kind of waiting to ride that again. So I'm just waiting for. I was waiting for. You're saying Gafford's out. Is that coming from Underdog?
What's that? Gafford, I said, was out?
No, sorry. Avia.
Avia's out. So Jorge Soler just hit a home run. He'll hops up right now. So let's see if we can get some more home run.
Well, that's the thing. If you got anybody who can hit it to the right field porch, that right field porch is the same as it is in Yankee Stadium. It's a very small Yankee Field porch.
Yeah.
So I generally look for left-handed hitters.
But he's hitting right-handed tonight.
Yeah. Or you got a guy who, if they could pull it, not pull it, but actually spray to all fields. Sorry.
Luka 2 more points.
Yeah, Luka got it should have been an illegal screen, but it's all right.
Hey, we'll take it. We got his points. Come on.
Johnny Suzanne's not a bad thing. He's done really well. I just question without Collier in there at point guard if the ball doesn't leave Keontae George's and Colin Sexton's hands. Neither of them are great passers, nor are they known to be like unselfish, which Isaiah Collier definitely is. As we bet him throughout a lot this year. Hope he struck out again. He's
Hop, he's down. He might screw us tonight. There is a lot of time left in this game, and listen, the Angels stranded the bases loaded 2 times in the first 2 innings, but they're getting going. Oh, look who's here! Razor Sharp fading the Padres last night. Razor Sharp. I believe it was Razor Sharp. Is that you, Razor Sharp? What are you on tonight, Razor Sharp? Let's hear it, broski. Juzang over, as we already said. Gerardo's on the over in the LA Football Club game.
Yeah, about the Shore Sanders. There's a whole video on that. You want to talk about, which we filmed, a week ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you want to plug that, the NFL draft preview. And so bets. Luka's got 18. He's got 3 threes. So we're 1 3 away from cashing that. AD really has not got involved like I was hoping he would. So it's kind of surprising that he only has 2 points and 1 rebound, and he's only played 8 minutes. It's kind of been the more shocker.
Razor Sharp, what are you on, dude? Let's go. Tell me. I want to hear. 1 bet left. Clippers -7.5, lines 10.5. All right. Razor is pretty sharp. He wins bets.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good line if you were expecting Houston to drop some guys. I mean, that's kind of where the lines move. Kawhi's going to play. Powell looks like he might go. Amen Thompson is out. Jabari Smith is out. Sengun's out. Fred VanVleet's out, which shows you Houston. Now, granted, with all those guys out, Tari Eason, and Cam Whitmore are going to have a pretty good game. Jalen Green is going to play. So Houston still has plenty of guys who are going to score. The question is going to be that bench when they go to that unit right there. And the Clippers bench has a chance to kind of outscore him. But Simmons is not going to play. Coffey's not going to play for the Clips as well. So it might be a little bit interesting.
D-Money. We got first and second with 2 outs for the White Sox.
Every inning, the White Sox have guys on.
Every inning. Hopefully they don't put anybody across the plate. At least it's 2 outs. And, is that Brooks Baldwin? Brooks Baldwin's hitting? I'm not too worried. But just saying, D-Money. You know, you don't. It's a lot on the line for you. Actually, there's nothing on the line for him at all.
Yeah.
It's just me rooting for Fox instead of D-Money.
All right. Well, Justin Champagne's got the 10 points. He's got 8 rebounds now with 11 minutes to go in the third. So, chance to get this double-double here in the third quarter would be very nice.
Do you know how awesome day baseball is, by the way? It is so nice. Like, go to the gym, do research. I can do everything if baseball's on all day long. Just spectacular. And we got more day baseball tomorrow. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. There's nothing like it. We do
have an Anthony Davis sighting here as
he had a rebound or he scored a point?
Nothing. He got an assist.
No. Well, that doesn't count for anything for us.
Another Laker hits the 3 from AD. See, he knew it was a revenge game for Max Christie too, but he doesn't get any talk.
No. I'm in trouble. The wifey can't find her lighter. What am I going to do? Do I have to go upstairs for that? Doncic for 3. Cash it! First, Luka Doncic.
Over 3.5 threes. Cashes in the first half.
And put it on the board.
His points is 21, so that's going to that. If you got the 30, that's definitely going to cash.
Put it on the board. The 35 is what I need. I don't know why I didn't just bet the number, but I was like, screw it. He's scoring 35 or he's not. Simple as that. 2-1 price on 4 more points. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Luka's going for 4. Fathead. I mean, at this point, he better get for 40. He's gone.
I mean, he's got 21 in the first half.
Yeah, he's going bananas. Wait, let me go look up his live line.
No one else, for the most part, is shooting. Reeves only has 6. LeBron has 8.
Good.
Hachimura has 3.
Great.
So, in one way, it is detrimental to the Laker team.
I know. You like that minus. You like that minus on his resume there. All right, live points.
If he has a plus minus and he scored 21 points in the first half, that would be the worst game there. He doesn't. He has a +4.
What does he have? A +4?
Yeah, because he scored 21.
How does that make you feel? Does that bother you that he's actual plus tonight?
No, I told you he's a great shooter. And just right now, you're getting the volume, though. I mean, he's taken 12 shots in the first half. LeBron James taking 6. Reeves is taking 3.
Luka is grayed out at 40.5 on DK. FanDuel's completely grayed out. So up 40.5 minus 122 at FanDuel.
Yep. I mean, they're just letting him take every shot. And if they're going to do that, the only question is, again, Luka's got 21 points and Dallas is down 3.
D-Money, we got out of another jam for the Indians or the Guardians and the White Sox. So, 3 more outs and no more runs. And I'll say that was a really sharp look.
If you haven't noticed, I don't call any team by their new names. I refuse.
It's tough, man. It really just it took me years to stop calling them the Devil Rays.
It refused me. All right. Do you want to rock?
Not if it's going to get us copyright infringement.
All right. Cash Penny over 8.5 rebounds. Here's what I'll do from now on. Yeah, I can play that one song because I know that song is not copyrighted. So
here, look, put it on the board. I swear to God, if a copyright pops up, though, it's not going to be good.
For those who don't know, we've gone audio silent due to Sony Industries sending us a cease and desist.
Columbia, Sony, like everybody sent us one. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was looking at it. Ken goes, "Why did I get another copyright Sting, and I said, I don't know what's going on. And I looked at it. It was all the songs we were playing. It's all right. You know what else got us a copyright hit one time? 2 times, actually. The goal horn that I played. What do we get? Champagne?
Champagne double.
Let's
Plus
go!
Let's go.
Put that on the board. Cashing left and right tonight. Put it on the board. What's this one? Mud of the Night. Oh, that's a cute dog. Put it on the board.
That kind of been close to the mud of the night. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely a good
The
chance.
Mud of the Night right now. Who is the Mud of the Night? Oof. It's too early to give a Mud of the Night, isn't it?
I don't even know what a mud of the night is.
It's like it's the baddest bet of the night. It's the guy that just sucked ass. Logan O'Hop right now.
Yeah, Logan O'Hop would be definitely the guy who's not coming through for us right now. Yes.
I don't know what kick is, Razor Sharp. I'm old. I'm 50 years old. I have no fucking clue what kick is. Oh, Cash Luka! This has been an amazing 2 minutes on the show. Put it on the board.
Here's my question, and I've been doing this, but why wouldn't you just they just keep throwing his threes 2 over what he has?
Just keep betting his threes.
I mean, that's all he's doing.
Well, this is great news. It's all coming. Luka's up to 44.5 as point prop. He's got 25. Are you going to keep betting his threes?
I have. I've got 5, 6, 7.
What's 7?
I've
7
points
is
up to 40. I've
7
got
is minus 320 now.
I've got his points up to 45. I mean, he's probably going to score 50, quite frankly. 50 probably would be the tops that I would go.
Let's see what 50 is right now.
50 is plus 225. Should be a much bigger.
That's it?
Yeah. They realize what's happening. He's taking every shot.
Is he going to keep taking every shot?
Well, at one point, JJ Redick's going to go, guys, we need to win the game. And Luke's is going to go, well, I'm doing all I can.
Plus, they're a 4-point lead, so they might as well let him keep shooting.
It's a 3-point lead.
All right, now it's a 3-point lead. It was 4 when I said it. Then he had.
I will say it's tough to win a rebound bet if nobody's missing shots. Gafford is your leading rebound with 4 because the bench is that most likely probably Luka wasn't playing. Hey, look, PJ Washington looked like he cared. And it's back out to Luka. Will Luka pass? He's got Vincent wide open. Instead, he just flicks some bullshit, and they give him a foul for this.
Holden, amazing 2 minutes. Did you guys reach the sex reference? We have not brought up sex one time tonight.
Until right now.
That's not even bringing it up. Honestly, it's not like a deep dive or anything. So no. We just hit 3 bets and like 2 are at plus money in a 2-minute stretch. I love it.
Plus money. Yep.
That's what happens when you stop getting copyright strikes. You start winning bets left and right. Jermaine O'Neal. Oh, Tim's still on this. Tim has got a great bit. So like 3 weeks ago, I was like, name a random player, right? And Tim will just drop in here 3-4 weeks later, just name a random player.
I love Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal was a great player for Portland.
Yeah. Was he in the Malice at the Palace?
I couldn't tell you who was involved in that.
I feel like he was.
There's a couple different things. All right, so we kind of got our official order for Portland. It's going to be Banton, Sharp, Thibault, Kamara, and Klingon.
Okay.
Utah's going to run Keontae George, Sexton, Juzang, Sensible, and Filipkowski. I understand people on Juzang. If it's 12.5 like it has been, I'd take it. Anything over that, I still do question if anyone's actually going to pass the ball from Keontae George or Sexton. It's 13.5 for Juzang. He's hit it in his last 2 games, but again, that was also Indiana and Atlanta, 2 teams that play with a whole lot of pace. Portland doesn't play with that same pace. What a great pass to Luka. He hit PJ Washington right as he was going by. I mean, that was just a beautiful pass.
AD's up to 2 rebounds.
Yeah, AD's got 2. We need some mix here. So
Shireman is 1 of 5 from 3.
If you're counting at home, Luka's got up to 2 turnovers, 26 points. He does have his 5 threes, and they're only up 2 points.
Is he still plus territory?
Also, if you're playing Ju Zhang, you should just play his threes because Ju Zhang has hit 15 and 17. He did that by making 5 threes in both those games. So you only have to bet the 2.5 at minus 106 versus going and chasing his 13.5 points because all he's really doing is shooting threes.
All right, old man Pete break time. Let me do the quick spiel. For those of you that have not signed up for a free week, try it right now. If you are not a member, try it right now. $19.99 a week, $59.99 a month. If you haven't used your free week, go ahead and do so. Go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. We won't charge you after that week unless you want to be charged. What do you get? You get live, real-time, in-game betting notifications right to your phone. All the bets the guys put down that are actually tracked bets, and all of our bets are tracked, unless it's Fox's personal plays. You get those. You get pre-flop action. You get access to our Discord where you can talk to a whole bunch of sharp bettors and our great bettors. So go to nukethehouse.com, use the code NASCAR is back, and let's do it. All right, I'll be back. And Jermaine O'Neal was in the Malice at the Palace.
All right, so I'm actually going to take that Ju Zhang over 2.5 threes. Go take your break.
Walking up the stairs. What are you taking? Can't we play some bets when I walk upstairs? Come on, bro.
Ju Zhang over 2.5 threes. You'll see it on your notification because you're a member of the Discord. I was going to say, for that money, you also should get unlimited DMs to Holden about his sexual strategy. So that's the new add-on service we're adding. So
not true.
I don't think so. Oh, look at the sexual. Yeah. So yeah. All right. I'm still waiting. We're only getting 5 guys in this Portland game. The game starts in 20 minutes. Why do we only get 5 guys to choose from? But I'm going to take the Johnny Ju Zhang, and I'll post that right now. It's a minus 108. So I'll take that for a full unit. I'm taking the Kamara over 15.5. He was an absolute beast with Avdia out. Should be a very similar thing he goes for tonight. I'm going to take the Bull, Colin Sexton, over 19.5. The only official play, though, is the Johnny Ju Zhang right now, and I'm still looking. 1-1. We got the messy goal. Good job, Gnarly. So there's the 2 points. Now 2 goals. We just need Miami to win. And if Miami can win by any score above 2-1, we're perfectly fine with that too. Hey, look, Luka scored again. Shocking. I mean, this is just a team that has decided that, hey, before the game, we know Luka's going to shoot. And we're just going to kind of get the scraps if necessary. There's a rebound by AD. That's good. If he can get to 5, I'd be really happy. And that was a terrible pass by Dinwiddie. He hit Luka in the hands. Missed AD wide open. All right. Luka almost throws it out of bounds. LeBron with a tremendous save. Hey, somebody else took a shot. Hey, there's another rebound by AD. There we go. Let's go. Let's get this. Who is that to? Najee Marshall scores back down to 2. Hey, look, Luka had another 3. So Luka's got 31 in the first half. So he cashed his 30.5 points. So if you took that pre-flop, that cashed. If you took the 4 threes, that cashed. The 5 threes is cashed. The 6 threes is cashed. So now he's 6 of 8 from 3. And again, he's got 31 points, which is great. But any coach would literally look and go, you've got 31 points and we're up 3. I am going to play a bet here. We're going to take Tumani Kamara over 7.5 rebounds. And we're going to take this because I believe we can get a price on this. And we're getting plus 240. So we're going to take that a half unit. He'll see it in the chat, so I'm not worried about him. So
All right, top of the ninth. White Sox have first and second, nobody out.
shocking. Well, there's actually nobody out is the shocking part of that.
Yeah.
So Luka hit another 3. So he's got his hit 30.5 in the first half. He got 31. He's hit 6 threes, and they go into halftime up 3.
Fathead just wants to keep laddering.
Yep.
I already cashed 2 of the bets, so I need to go back in and hit 10.
Well, that's the question. One of the guys, well, you need to go get this Tumani Kamara bet that I just took.
All right, what's the Tumani Kamara bet?
8 rebounds. Plus price, half unit.
Let me go look
You
at
like
it.
the half units?
I like the half units.
Well, you do. You seem to like it better when you don't have to have. So if he hits 10, that's the record.
He's going to set the record tonight?
Well, that's what it looks like.
All right, Tumani Kamara, the best price on his rebounds. Rebounds or right?
Rebounds.
Rebounds would be 5.5. Ugh, 6.5 is plus 135. I don't want to lay 38 juice on that.
I said 8 rebounds.
Oh, are you laddering or just doing 8, period?
I just took 8. I took the 6.5 too, personally, but I'm giving the 8.
Okay.
It's coming off the game with Avdia. Avdia was out. He had it at 10 last game. The Jazz are going to miss a ton of shots here.
Utah.
Yep. It's 1-1 in the Inter-Miami game, by the way. So we have our 2 goals. We just need now Miami to score and win.
In regulation.
Yes.
Okay. Rebounds. Tumani Kamara.
There's no extra time. So
6.5 is plus 135.
Yep.
Okay. And then you probably got it at FanDuel for the other one.
Yeah.
For the 7.5.
Yep.
All right, come on, Kamara. Tumani Kamara.
Tumani Kumara.
All right, 1 out in the top of the ninth. This is big. My loyalty's on the line.
Let's go, White Sox.
Adam Bona's got 8 rebounds. That's good. We got him at 11. Shireman is just shit.
And AD got a lot of rebounds there to end the quarter. So I think he ended up with 5. But
What's going on with Corey Joseph? He hasn't done anything.
He does that sometimes, but the only issue is they're now back up 19. So yeah, we'll see if he gets back on the floor. Anthony Black's got 6, though. So we need 2 more points.
He's right there.
Shireman's got 11. So if you took the 10.5 points, that's cash. We didn't hit the 3s. He's 1 of 5. Pritchard's got 15. He's 1 of 6 from 3. They're down 19. So it'll be very interesting to see kind of who goes and how they play here in the end.
White Sox base is loaded.
Yeah, Adam Bona's got 11 and 8. So we're getting closer to the double. Grimes actually has a double-double. Grimes has 10 rebounds tonight. 10 and 10 for Quentin Grimes. That's going to help that Sean team there, D. This 10 rebounds are going to be pretty nice. I mean, from a guard, unexpected. So I can't even remember my team name. Fox Bridge over Trouble.
Is Messi still good enough to play in the World Cup? Isn't he? Like, you tell me, how great is Messi still?
He's good enough to play in the World Cup if he wants to. But the World Cup's not for a couple of years. So
I know.
The question is age at that time there. If he wants to play in the roster, I don't think he will want to, because I think it's kind of there. Champagne's got 10 and 11. Keontae George has got 13. Sarge only got 10.
Come on, Clase. Shut this out, baby. Shut this down. Did someone just say the Guardians bum closer? Clase is like the best there is.
He is, but he blew a game the last game. It's bases loaded here for
I'm watching it now.
For the Sox, and Andrew Vaughn is up.
Can't believe I'm watching this game. Thanks, D-Money. Really appreciate it.
Yep. It's going to be a question of whether he gets there. Clase comes into this game. So in his last game, he was able to get the win versus the White Sox, which means he blew the save.
Let's just play here.
And versus the Angels, he gave up 3 and had a blown save. So his last 2 outings haven't been really good.
He's throwing 100. That's good.
Are basically on the lower end of the lineup here.
Strike out, 2 down. Let's go. 1 more to go, D-Money. 1 more to go. What other live betting show is sweating a White Sox bet? Probably not many. I know he blew it in last year's playoffs, but that doesn't mean that he's not the best closer out there right now. It changes every year.
Playoffs. They'll blow it in the playoffs. Get out of here.
Gerardo thinks he's good enough, that Messi's good enough to play 60 minutes in World Cup games.
Yeah, but there's a question of whether you want him, because there is a time you have to move on, and there is a noticeable difference in what he's got left. He's probably at this point going to be like a 30-minute guy.
Oh my God. Hold on. Timeout.
Yep.
Clase gave up the run, and then the Guardians won it. Let's go, Fox. I hope you win your NHL Fantasy League. Screw you, D-Money. I hope you finish in last place. Take
All
that,
right.
D-Money.
Indians win 3-2 is what you're telling me?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
Let's
They've got
go,
Boston
Fox.
Red Sox going to the bottom of the 9th here.
Let's
Got
go,
a
Fox.
1-1 game. Philadelphia and Atlanta. If you haven't noticed, these getaway games are almost all went under. It's only 2 games that went
Earlier
over.
today, it was nuts. The early games. The early games did nothing, and like the middle of the day games had big big
Cincy,
scores.
the Dodgers, and Houston were the ones that went over. The early games, none of them went over. Tampa Bay's got some guys on here.
D-Money, you got to show up. You at least got to say, Fox, you're probably going to win the fantasy league now. I'm just saying.
I was already winning the fantasy league, so
I'm just saying he's going to beat you now, D-Money. You got no shot. It's over.
Yeah, we'll see. So,
I always say this, though. When you place a bet and the bet loses and you're tailing somebody, who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who followed it?
I mean, in the end, there's a lot of things that change whether you win or lose a bet. I mean, there's – so I want to look at these Laker props because I'll be very interesting to see these other guys who are basically out there just like out here watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Reeves, our play is – he does have 8 points, and LeBron does have 8 points. This third quarter becomes very, very interesting in this game because, again, as we say, as good as Luka's been, his number's 47.5 right now. It's still under 50. I think he's got to go for 50. I think he wants to embarrass him there. The only issue is Reeves is now 17.5. LeBron's 19.5. Rui is 7.5. Hayes is 5.5. AD is 16.5. I'm really shocked at how much AD has not been trying to get involved offensively at all in this game. Davis basically ends the quarter with 4, 4, and 4. So
for the first, he's got 4 rebounds now.
4 rebounds, 4 assists.
Okay, he's not done. Here's the problem: he's only playing 30 minutes. They just
but he only and they paid him exactly 15. So he's going to play at least 15. So
play 15 more, and then he'll be done.
Yeah.
So, listen, I think 4 rebounds was probably needed 1 more, but we're not dead.
I am shocked that Gafford is still at 9.5. Double down on that.
What's going on in the baseball? Bottom of the 9th at Fenway, 1-1 Blue Jays and Red Sox. They're about to go to extra innings. There's 2 down. Boston offense has been kind of cold in these last
already
couple games.
on the Blue Jays at plus 110. I like the pitching matchup. So the pitching matchup has long been gone.
Sure. That's it.
What's
Bregman's
left?
out.
Who knows? Yeah.
We're going to extras. Duran, Devers, and then Bregman out. The Blue Jays, I think they're coming up to the bottom of their order here. Yeah. Boy, they got some Kirk is not hitting. Rodon's not hitting. Clements. Go look at the bottom. Let me see here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bottom 5 of the Blue Jays is about as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
Springer came in and pinch hit, but we got a 367 OPS, a 439 OPS, a 597, and a 532. Alejandro Kirk is up. He's got a 532 OPS. We lost. White Sox. I tailed you. You didn't tail me, fathead. Get the hell out of here.
You tailed D.
He's busting my balls.
Yeah.
You think I would on my own would bet under on the White Sox with all these other games going on? Look at Razor Sharp. Look at what Razor Sharp said here. There you go. Big Razor Sharp guy. How are we doing in our other NBA bets? Let's go check around the league here. Shireman hit his points, but he's 1 of 5 from 3.
Yep.
Bona's close to getting what we need him to get.
Yeah, Bona's got 11 and 8. Sar's got 12. If he plays the fourth quarter, which they're down 10 right now, so should play the fourth quarter. It's 15. Grimes has actually bounced back nicely. Remember, he had 2 points at the end of the first
What's
quarter.
He got 11.
He's got 15 and 10 right now.
Ooh.
So Bona's done well. Bona's, I'm trying to see if he was in foul trouble. I was going to watch that game. Toronto's up 67. Miami Heat, Adebayo's got 9 points in the second quarter. Hero's got 8. Davion Mitchell's got 5 if you tailed the 9.5. We like that. Herter's got 10. Giddy's got 6, 4, and 3. So
if Atlanta doesn't score in the bottom of the 5th, I'm going to take the Braves money line.
All right. Pre-flop them on the Phillies. Best of luck.
Well, it's fine. I already rooted against you one time tonight and lost.
Yeah.
Ultimately, D Money's the one that lost because he's going to lose the hockey fantasy championship now.
Yeah.
Poor D Money.
I'm not sure how losing a baseball game equates to him losing the hockey championship.
Don't worry about it. I got the formula. I got the algorithm over here.
Formula. Okay, you've got the algorithm.
I got the special formula.
So
look, Fathead and the rest of us are just laddering Luka at this point. Actually, all my Luka bets are done. What am I?
I would take the 47.5. I really would. I mean, he's probably, so here's the other question is, and this is the thing I was going to take, and sorry, I forgot this. I was going to see if they were that stupid on the live player quarter props, which they are. I've got Luka to score 10. Is minus 114. That's 3 threes and 1 foul.
I mean, at that point, you just take the 50 points of plus money.
Yeah, I mean, it's 41, so I've already have. It's 47.5. So, I mean, that if you're betting the 47.5, you'd bet he's going to score 9 one quarter and 8 the next quarter.
Yeah.
So, I'll just take the 10. I mean, I took the 47.5 too, but I'll take a shot on the 10.
All right. So, should I throw any of that in there, or these are just personal plays?
No, it is personal plays.
Okay. So we're taking Luka's number and then Luka quarter points.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Yeah, for those who take it, there is a play that I will give, and I'm going to put this in the chat right now.
Okay.
So I will tell you, I haven't done as well as I thought would have liked on these plays. I'm taking Najee Marshall to score 6 points in the third quarter.
By the way, Luka's 48.5. I got to shop around, see if I can get a 47.5. Everybody's just betting this guy up tonight. Yeah, I'm not betting 48.5. Fuck it.
if you want to bet Najee Marshall to score 6 points in the third quarter, which is found in player props live, it's plus 290. Najee Marshall's the leading scorer for Dallas.
Where did you find the Luka quarter points?
Just in points right when it hit halftime.
Yeah, they don't even have it now.
Oh, in Luka quarter? Yeah, he's still there. So if you go to featured.
Oh, I got to go to featured. Okay, I was hitting live. Okay, very good. I'll find it now.
Featured, and it's right there in live player quarter props. Second thing down in FanDuel.
Live player quarter props.
Yeah, but you can say shove it up your ass. He can score 50. They're up by 3. There's a lot to say that, hey, your guy's got 31. Hey, he needed all 31 because they're up by 3 points.
You think JJ Redick's a good coach?
I think the playoffs are going to be very telling. A lot of people believe he's got this tremendous strategy. He's got this really set up, and it'll be interesting because there's a chance. Like, I was very impressed the way they played versus OKC. I'm not a big Laker guy, but I'll give them their props. They played very well versus OKC, a lot better than I thought they were. I thought OKC would kind of like destroy them on the outside. Now, granted, there's not a lot of games where you're going to shoot 16 from 18 from 3 to start the game. So I actually thought it was smart the second game that every guy was listed as questionable. And they weren't going to play the second guy because to me, that's a psychological advantage that you would have put in OKC's head that you own them. Instead, at the last second, you played everybody, and then Luka gets tossed. It was a 6-point game then, and then they just rolled you.
By the way, let me just say this real quick. Luka, his points prop is 46.5 minus 15 at BetMGM. So if you got MGM, that's 2 points off.
Yeah. And the telling is going to be in his first couple of minutes. If he comes out there and he's shooting like right away in the next couple of shots, then you could say, okay, well, he's going to get this. If he comes out, he starts passing the basketball and other guys starting to get involved because they want to win this game more than 3, then he's probably not hitting this. But I'm watching this great Philadelphia-Washington game. I will tell you, I really like the way they had the court decorated in the Wizards game. It's a little different than normal. It actually looks pretty cool.
That is the insight you get on our NBA MLB live betting show.
I think you have to wait on how he can to coach because the playoffs are about matchups. And the one question is Luka likes to bitch and whine about not getting calls on these little ticky-tacky calls, which he pushes off to get these calls. But you don't get that in the playoffs. So if he's not going to get the 12 times the free throw line and people are taking away his 3, then is not going to be there. But it'll be very interesting to see how they react to the playoffs because, again, I don't think they're very good defensively. I think teams that were smart have basically taken Luka and just attacked his ass on the defensive side. The Lakers have combated this by just packing the paint and saying, we hope you miss from 3. And when they play bad 3-point teams, they generally score way too many points for them. And when they play good 3-point teams, they get buried. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen with OKC. I thought it was very interesting that they were able to stay in the game playing wide. But again, OKC couldn't get a foul called against the Lakers on the entire game. Almost, especially in the first game. It looked like the fix was in. And on the second game, SGA even basically came out and said, I drove 10 straight times for a reason. He got 1 foul called. That was kind of his way to say he complained about the refs without actually complaining about the refs and getting fined. So Lakers shot unbelievably in the first game. It's tough to announce a team that's going to shoot 87% from 3 in the first half. So.
Baylor Shireman. It was a good bet. He's 1 of 7 though from 3.
Yeah, I knew he was going to chuck. The volume was going to be there. It's a question of whether any of them were going to go in.
He's probably going to need to shoot 4 more.
It's got
Oh,
13.
the Braves could not score with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. What can we get the Braves at?
We need Anthony Black to make a shot. He's 2 of 9.
Minus 118.
Just needs 2
Were the
points.
Braves favored in this game?
Yeah, I got the Phillies.
All right, I'm going to bet the Braves half unit, minus 118 at FanDuel. Recreational purposes when you tail me. D-Money, I hope you tail this bet. That way, if it loses, you really get tilted.
Bona's got 9 rebounds now, so 11 and 9.
Let's go. Luka's just doing nothing right now.
Yeah, so far it's 3 minutes there, and not a team. You have Najee Marshall, who we need him to get 6 points, got 1. So the Lakers' possessions coming out of the halftime because the JJ Redick's tremendous thing. Austin Reeves missed a 3. Anthony Davis got a rebound. Anthony Davis missed a 3. Luka got a rebound. Luka missed a 2. PJ got a rebound. PJ missed a 2.
Don't look now, but AD has 6 rebounds, buddy.
Yeah, AD with another rebound. Then Austin Reeves fouled Najee Marshall. And then Anthony Davis got a basket. So far it's 3-0 Dallas in the second half. Dallas has got it 60-60. AD's going the line, chance to take the lead. AD's got 6 and 6. So
are Dallas fans even rooting for the Mavericks at this point? Like, AD just made that bucket, and people just sitting there like, eh.
I don't think they'll root him until it gets to the end of the game. They have a chance to win.
They're just so upset at the organization. They should be.
And I think a lot of guys sold their tickets. I mean, it's not as bad as OKC, where you looked in the fans and you saw 50% yellow.
Well, that happens in a lot of places.
Well, especially later in the game. Hey, they called Luka for this travel.
Gerald Jones, best bet, Portland minus 3.5, first half. All right, Gerald. What up, Gerald?
I can see it. It's not a bad bet. Well, like we talked about, Utah's coming in here a little bit shorthanded. But Utah's pesky. And there's not a lot of proven scorers that you're seeing across that Portland team. Lakers are back up 2.
Yeah, Luka finally got a bucket.
Yeah.
They're cheering for him louder than they are their own team, though. There's no question.
Yeah, I mean, favorites.
I don't blame them. I would too. I might quit rooting for that team at that. I quit rooting for the Mets after their second collapse in 2008. I was just done. Like, I'm not putting myself through this.
So what you're saying is you're a groupie.
Well, I was also in the business, though. I was in the baseball business, so it really didn't bother me to do that. You know what else sucked? So I was a big Mets fan growing up. I was born in New York, and 86 was amazing. I went to, 3 of the 4 games at Shea, and then meeting all of my heroes. Some of them were great, and some of them were awful. Gary Carter was the nicest man I've ever met. Okay. Yep. Darryl Strawberry, not great. Ray Knight, total dick. Worked with Ray Knight, horrible guy. To me. Ron Darling,
I've heard that before from Ray Knight, though. Yeah.
Oh,
I heard that was his issue with. If you remember, he was on ESPN, and
he
didn't last long.
I worked with him at Masson. I not a big fan. Yeah. But anyways, meeting your heroes. They say that it's not great. Honestly, there's about 5 guys I really liked, and the rest of the team. Lenny Dykstra I like because he's just crazy. Lenny Dykstra's a great guy. Wally Backman's a great guy.
Okay.
Some of those guys, not good. Howard Johnson tried and get a free subscription from me from SiriusXM. I'm just like, come on, Hojo, you made like millions of dollars. Give me a break. You can afford your own thing here.
Yes.
Stenberg's in the house. Oh, look at Stenberg. Surprised Giddy didn't play. He's got a prom to attend.
Giddy's playing.
Oh, he's just doing some shtick.
Yeah, he's doing some shtick on Giddy. But Giddy's had a tremendous year. 16, 7, and 5. I need 2 more rebounds to cash my rebounds bet. So I'm pretty happy with that. Kobe White's not having a good game. Vucevic is off to a nice game, 9 and 8. Bam's been stuck on 9 since the first quarter. Mitchell's got 9, so I need 1 more point for the Mitchell 9.5. Big 3 here from who's that? Goodwin? Yep.
The Lakers.
Lakers up 9. A little bit different. Luka's trying to be fancy on almost any time he actually does pass the ball. It's a rarity. in this
behind
game.
the back.
Yeah.
Stupid.
See, but I look at that from a coach perspective. I'm like, yeah, and all that's going to do is be mirrored by kids. And they're like, oh, look, I was fancy. Dude, you threw it in the third row. Just make the regular pass.
How is he only 22%? Luka's only 22% owned in DFS tonight. I know he's the highest price play, but come on, man.
Jeff, that's a question. Since he's come back from injury, he's been under 15.5. But before that, he was actually cruising. He was scoring 18, 20, 22, 24. So I understand that. He just played Charlotte. He had 23 and 10. He had 15 versus the last time he played Portland. He had 17 and 15, and that was the first game back from injury. And then before that, it was 25 and 26. So, since he's kind of come back from injury, he's kind of figured out his way to come back in here. So he's off to a great start tonight, 16-7-5. They're actually beating Miami right now, 52-58. Spreads, Bulls play +2 looks okay. The Celtics lose by 20. Shireman does get the 15 points. So he gets 1 of 7. There, we do not get Anthony Black. He sticks at 6 points, and Joseph sticks at 3. So
It's over?
Yep.
God damn it.
That was the first game that did not go well for us. We had other bets to come through for that, but that did not go well.
Jesus. I thought you were Keg's personal heckler, not Fox's personal heckler. Come on, pick a guy to heckle and stick with it. Tomorrow night we'll be live. I don't know what time. We'll figure it out. But we'll just have NBA tomorrow night. So a couple baseball games, not a lot baseball wise. We'll have some hockey too if we want to get in on the hockey.
Yeah, we got one baseball game.
Yeah,
one baseball game. Hockey goes through. We'll probably talk the playoffs a little bit more because again, after this game, we'll have a little bit better understanding.
Yeah,
who's left, what we got going on. So it's halftime in Inter Miami LAFC. It's 1-1.
Tomorrow we don't have a lot of games in the NBA either, dude.
Well, you're getting close to the end of the season. You got to remember Sunday's going to wrap things up here. So
5 games.
Yeah, you have to be able to get these games in and then kind of move on to the next stage. So,
yep,
running out of days to do that. So
most teams have 2-3 games left at this point.
Yep.
What did you think of the season finale of what was it? White Lotus?
Yep.
What'd you think?
A little disappointing.
Really? Tell me why.
Well, not to ruin it, the very first episode starts with a gunfire. And then essentially I'll let people know you watch 6 other episodes from a prelude to what basically happens in this spot that you saw. So you're watching all these other episodes. They're setting up all these different destinations and these different turmoils between different people and trying to keep you guessing of who's the gunfire is actually on. I predicted the gunfire, who it was on. Maybe that's why I got there because it was kind of predictable. The kind of where do you go from here and really turned out to me, in my eyes, kind of a nonchalant kind of ending that, okay, that happened, buyer's remorse, and
okay, so you didn't like it.
The one event by the one family who was meant to take out, who saved the one and sacrificed the other ones, ended up going the opposite way. And then somehow, I don't want to try to give it away for anybody who hasn't seen it, but
I was a little surprised to about the first few minutes of the last episode, what had happened in the end, what the gunfire was about. That's all I'll say.
I mean, that's where you were trying to figure it out, but after a while, I was like, "That's the only one that makes sense."
Yeah.
That was about. So Champagne's got 14 and 12.
Okay. Double casher.
Yep. We're not.
It'd be nice if Luka scored some points here in the third. I mean, what's he got?
Yeah. Najee Marshall hits a 3, so I believe that's 4 points now for not. No, Najee Marshall got a 2. I think we cashed. I got to check my count, but I think
How's
I cashed.
Dinwiddie doing?
He had 3 assists last time we looked. Yeah, we cashed Najee Marshall plus 290. So we cashed that for a half unit, so that gives us 1.4 units for a nice little.
How about our boy Gafford?
Gafford's going to wait to come in here probably in about 2 more minutes.
Okay.
So not too surprising on this, but the Lakers are finally actually trying to play as a team and moving the ball around for other people not named Luka. So 16 wins in an NBA season is dog shit. Yes, I definitely will say that. I assume you're talking about the Wizards. Wizards actually have 17, by the way.
Yeah, we get the ping pong balls in a couple months.
But it doesn't matter. Everyone has that whole thing. It's like, oh, they have to lose. The top 3 teams get the same percentage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, but we get the ping pong balls. Like, we'll know who has the number 1. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, smash that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. If you're on X,
let's talk about that. We didn't talk about that. So
let me just finish this real quick. Let me just finish the spiel, and then by all means, do what you need to do. But if you're on X, come on over to our YouTube channel, search Nuke the House, subscribe. You get all of our live shows. You'll know when we're on. We've got YouTube shorts. We got YouTube short plays every day from Foxy, from Matt, from me. So that's going on. And if you want to check us out, go to nukethehouse.com and we'll give you a free week. If you haven't used it, sign up for any plan. We won't charge you after that week. Use the code right up there. NASCAR is back. NASCAR is back. You get a free week. We send our picks directly to your phone in real time. When Fox makes a pick, goes into Discord, goes to your phone. All right, Foxy, what were you saying, dude?
I was going to say, how'd you feel about that collapse?
Which one?
Oh, I'm literally watching the Duke game and I'm talking on the Discord and we're sitting there talking about, and even before the play. So to me, the most biggest play is when Tyrese Proctor wanted to say, I'm the man, and didn't pass it to a 20% better free throw shooter coming down the court untouched.
Yeah.
All he had to do is just pass it over to Cooper Flagg. And that probably is a 3-point game at the end of the game. And Duke probably never loses. So you had Zion James made 5 turnovers in that game. And then you still let him do the inbound passes.
I was going to win our pool, our bracket contest, and I had all those futures on Houston. So what I ended up doing, because I had a feeling, Florida wasn't dead, I took him at 3-1 to hedge. I still didn't make nearly as much money as I would have made. I did make money on the game, but I started sensing, like, once Florida got it, I think to 7, because they're down 12. Once they got it down to 7, I'm like, uh-oh, this is no guarantee. Because Florida was the team playing defense in the second half, not Houston.
Jeff, that is so wrong. Because people lost their lives there.
Stenberg, come on, man.
You can't say that.
Octavio Dotel.
Yes.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah. Major League Baseball players ex-Major League Baseball players lost their life. And that's not even.
It does seem like the Dominicans a little dangerous.
Well, there's plenty of times the Dominicans are a little dangerous. I mean, they tell you not to leave the hotel if you stay there. If you go on the cruise ship, you're generally fine on those excursions. We did a good time out there. We did some waterfall jumping. So
I just want to go there and bring a shit ton of baseball supplies and give them to the kids, and then go play baseball with them. And probably gonna have to hire security for that, though, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna want to do that inside town without security.
No, you're gonna need security. I mean, shit, Big Papi got stabbed out on the street out in Dominican.
I said it was wrong. I can still sit there and say it was an over the top statement that you made. I don't think it's hypocrisy. I literally downplayed it right away. So it wasn't like, all right, bonus back in the game. Let's go 11-9.
Let's go. Anthony Davis and Luka. Luka's going to sit here pretty soon, isn't he?
Well, they're definitely going to. He walked.
He just took 4 steps.
He walked. Yeah. And
But it got us a Davis rebound, so that's good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Davis is up to 9 rebounds, by the way.
Yes, he is. No, 8 rebounds.
I see 9 on FanDuel. He got the offensive rebound here and got fouled.
NBA.com has 8. I would love for him to have 9. And I think
NBA.com is one of the slowest stat things there are.
The rebounds?
On anything. They're generally like 40 seconds behind live. Like if you watch NBATV.com and you look at the box score and you're sitting there watching the game, their box score will be off from almost all the time. And then 40 seconds later, the guy will just get the stat upgraded.
You want to know what Pedro Martinez has family missing from that thing, the collapse.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. All right, let me go check ESPN and see what their rebound total is.
Yeah, he's listed at 9.
He has 9, so good. Let's go. Screw you, NBA.com. I'm done with you.
Yeah.
So 2 more for AD after a slow start. And Luka's the one that we're going to have to sweat to get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed if I lose. If I end up basically pushing on the Luka stuff, but what are you going to do? He ain't scoring 10 this quarter.
No,
I guess he could, but he's going to the bench in like a minute, isn't he?
Davis missed both free throws.
He didn't get hurt. I'm just happy he hasn't gotten hurt yet. Philly scored. They put a run across. Bryson Stott, RBI single, 1-0. Phillies over the Braves, going to the bottom of the 6th in Atlanta. My guy Kyron Paris hit another home run. Tampa Bay leading the Angels 5-4. They go to the top of the 9th down in Tampa. Milwaukee, Colorado still scoreless as they go to the top of the 3rd. That total's got to be down to like 8.5 near even money at this point if they're not scoring through 2 innings. Come on, Luka.
Who the world is Kyron?
God, he's missing chip shots now. Come on, Luka. Get it together. I wonder if he just used so much like emotion in that first half and pregame that he's getting a little tired now.
Well, you have seen his first half's always been better than his second half, and almost every single game he's played in a Laker uniform. So, again, we talk about his size and his come on, you got to call that. It's over and back. Mavericks are only down 6 here.
Reddick just has great hair. You just see, he takes time on it.
Yeah. AD's got 9-9 right now, 9-5. It's down to a 6-point game. Mavs are going to get the ball here. The backcourt violation from the bad pass from Luka. AD's got to sit here. Let's see. So he'll need 2 rebounds in the 4th quarter. So hopefully they can stay connected. But normally when AD sits here, that means they brought in the landlord.
And that's Luka's still in there though.
Yeah, Luka's still in there. Caleb Martin misses his own shot, kicks it back out. That's a terrible.
Martin's been doing a decent job on Luka here in the 3rd too. When he came in and started guarding him, they're just throwing left defenders on him left and right. They're like, "Screw you, you're not beating us anymore." But let's see if you can do it.
Luka versus Gafford. Gafford gets the rebound. There you go, Caleb Martin. Let's go.
What are we on? Gafford points or rebounds?
Points.
Oh,
my Najee missed the 3.
He's got 6, so he's still in the mix. What do we need to get? A 10?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I gotta adjust. The headphone just died.
All right, go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. No worries.
No, I'm good. I just had to turn on the speaker. Yeah.
Where are we with the Angels and Logan O'Hop, who has done nothing to this point?
Nothing. He has been nothing.
Yeah, he has been 0 for 4. Logan 0 for 4.
I will say, when I miss an HRR, it generally is because the guy doesn't actually get a hit. It's a shockingly amazing that happens.
Soto today, just nothing.
Yes.
He just had nothing
Yeah. I think I went to the well one too many times.
with Juan Soto. Well, he hit yesterday. So
Yep.
What do you
Yesterday, the day before. So
do you look at Swish Analytics for the BVP? How do you determine your hits, runs, and RBIs?
again, I look at current form, pitching that they're matching up, stadium that they're playing in, where they're batting in the lineup.
Ever weather?
I don't really play a lot of weather because hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm not playing for a home run.
Yeah. It helps, but
and I'm not playing guys that are bad. Giddy's got 18, 8, and 5.
you know who's treated me very, very well this week is Corbin Carroll.
Well, we've been playing Corbin Carroll a lot. So I've liked Corbin Carroll, especially. I actually bet, and this is what I was saying when we said it was too short. I bet the Baltimore under 85.5 wins. I mean, you're going to have so much pressure on Grayson Rodriguez to come back and actually be great. They just have no pitching. They have 0 pitching.
2 for Luka. He's got 6 in the quarter.
Got it over Gafford. I didn't like that.
He's got 6. So 37. I need him to score 10 from here on out. Not impossible, but definitely not as sharp right now as we saw in the first half.
76ers are beating the Wizards, are also the short shot for Kevin Durant's next team.
Here's the thing, Fathead's on the rocks first 5 under 5.5.
Got to the free throw line.
The thing I hate about Coors is that's the one place where you got blow up innings, and it's just brutal. He's got to hit a 3 for us here before he leaves, Luka, because he got 7 in the quarter. Come on, Luka.
That's good. He's still in the game. I am shocked that he's.
I know. What's he going to play tonight? 40 minutes? He's 13 of 20. Come on, Luka. Shoot a 3 and hit it. Hit it. Oh, that was a casher right there. Come on, shoot it again, dude. LeBron's not on the floor. You're the only one that could score. Shoot a 3. He's going for 2. And he's dishing it.
Almost a turnover. Troy Vincent. Gabe Vincent has played really well. I keep calling him Troy Vincent. He's
good football player.
The Eagles. Yeah. Yep.
Good football player. All right. Braves runner on second, 1 down 1-0 to the Phillies in the bottom of the 6th. We've got Minnesota up on KC 2-zip. Joe Ryan's cruising. Angels down to their final out, down 5-4 to Tampa Bay. Top of the 9th.
He's wide open. He's got the pace. Come on. You can't let Vanderbilt grab you and throw you around. Come on, ref. Call that.
Did Gafford just hit a 3?
No.
Who was that? I don't know. You said Gafford, and I just looked at the.
Caleb Martin hit a 2.
Oh, it was Caleb Martin. Oh, Luka. Luka's just forcing it.
Another miss from Luka, and Gafford got poked in the eye.
Oh, fuck. I hate getting poked in the eye. Such an underrated pain.
It is. And it's also a sneaky thing that guys do it. And since your name is Jared Vanderbilt, I'm not 100% thinking that this wasn't done on purpose.
You think Jared Vanderbilt purposefully poked him?
I think Jared Vanderbilt is one of the dirtiest players in the NBA.
Okay.
All right. Down to Gafford versus Luka. Guess what happened?
Is the score?
Yes. Gafford's got 8.
Luka has played this whole quarter.
Yes.
They might sit him the first 4 minutes of the third quarter or the fourth quarter at this point.
Yeah. Another miss. Oh, but good one.
Give it to Luka. Give it to Luka and let him shoot a 3 and hit it. Martin's just up his ass right now. They're not letting him get any space. Boy.
He's looking at it.
We got to run. We just got the terrain part of the hits, runs, RBIs as he has an RBI single, 1-0 Brewers over the Rockies. Fathead, never say that an under is looking good at Coors, even though we all think it's going to the under. But now Cheerios up. We need Cheerios to do something for us. Jackson Cheerios.
Yeah, they didn't give him a double. They gave him on the throw. They gave him the extra run. One run in Atlanta. It's tied 1-1.
Good. I needed that. And now Milwaukee has runners at second and third. What just happened?
The Angels lost.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay gets their 5th win.
They can put it on the board. Yes. I think Churio just did something good for us. He just doubled home 2 runs. So cash the plus 165 parlay, Foxy.
Nice.
Put it on the board, bro, Chacho. You hit that too, didn't you?
How did we get the parlay total bases? He didn't get total bases.
Oh, I did hits, runs, RBIs.
Oh, you did the 2-2. Okay. I did the over 2.5. So yeah, so I hit both over 2.5s.
Yeah,
okay.
So we got those.
Yeah. So Turing and Churio comes through. So we'll take that. I just didn't know why Turing was such there. Let's get the home run now, and we'll be nice. 7-point game. Oh, it wasn't shooting? I thought it was shooting. Now it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Luka gets 7. But we hit the Najee Marshall bet, so that came out fine. 80's up to 9 rebounds. So Austin Reeves has basically decided that
is Boner going to fuck us?
I mean, I would expect Austin Reeves to come out here in the 4th quarter and shoot the ball a ton.
Bonus
got 85, 26 for Giddey, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, just destroying this Heat team and showing why that trade was so terrible.
Johnny Juzang has a 3. We need him to get 2 more. They're in the 1st quarter, 3.5 left. What else did we have here?
I forgot to put that in the chat. Oops.
What? The Juzang?
Yeah, I know we all talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice. Let's see here. What else?
I'm just gonna put it there. I'm not gonna put it.
Luka got the 5 threes. So, DraftKings just hasn't updated that yet. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, Luka's got 38 points. Good chance to start hitting the ladders. I know some guys got 40, some guys got 45. Inter Miami gets 2-1. Let's go. That's it. Now they just need to not give up a goal.
Let's go.
Which, by the way, we've got a plus 390, and this is something I do in soccer. It's called hedge.
Mel, I already tailed your Blues play. I got a minus 110 or plus 110 or maybe plus 105, something like that. Slightly plus money.
As long as LAFC does not score, we're going to cash a plus 320. I'm going to make 340. So we can look and see what we can get on LAFC to score 2 goals. With Miami being the favorite, and then I can live off the edge. So we can get 186. So I'm going to take a unit out of my play, and I'm going to bet.
What are you betting here?
I'm just hedging. If you took the exact score with me, which is 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, which is a plus 340.
Okay.
I am going to hedge right now and take the LAFC to score 2 goals, because the only way we lose that bet right now is if Inter Miami scores 3 goals or LAFC scores 1. So taking the Inter Miami thing's not going to happen. It's a plus 186 for them to score. So I'm going to take really half my bet. Well, not even half my bet, quarter of my bet, and bet the plus 190.
Let's go, Braves. 2-1 Braves. Bet them live.
So either way, I'm locking in a plus 90 or I'm locking in a plus 220. Actually, no, 310.
Just let me know when we cash the bet, the original bet.
Did you play both plays?
I played the Miami to win and over 1.5 goals.
Okay, that's what you played. Okay,
that's all I played.
then
I
there's
don't
no
get
hedge.
crazy in soccer because I don't know shit about it.
Yeah. Then there's no hedge for you.
There's no hedge.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. All right, so we'll probably won't get Luka. I mean, can Luka score
Blue Jays win plus
10,
1, 2.
9?
I go on a lot for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays starting off nice, right?
Is he still in the game? AD inside.
We just need
Cuts to
rebounds for
5.
AD. Let's get rebounds for AD.
AD's got 10.
He's got
There's
10.
a
We need one
double.
more. I feel better about AD getting one more rebound than I do Luka getting to 47 points.
Yep. Luka's going to sit here, and maybe that'll regenerate him so he can come through and shoot 10 more threes.
That would be nice.
We did not get Adam Bona. Quentin Grimes took all the rebounds, him and Marvin Bagley.
By the way, can I just tell you I like Adelman's kid as head coach of the Nuggets?
Yep.
I know you say like nepotism, stuff like that. He's really been an integral part of that coaching staff for a while. And he just said, I think the change was about bringing some positive energy.
Put it on the board. The
AD?
landlord says the rent is due. Give him 10 points.
Who?
The landlord.
Oh, you and your landlord. What you drinking there, buddy? What do you got tonight?
Oh, you're going to laugh. It's not what you think it is.
O'Doul's or root beer? Ah, it is root beer. Oh, yeah.
I love IBC root beer.
Yeah, you're a big root beer guy. What I do is I've been going to 7-Eleven and I don't drink soda very often at all, but I'm on this Coke out of the tap tip.
Is root beer soda?
So I fill it up halfway. The guy doesn't even charge me. He's like, see you later. Thanks a lot, man. So I get my free Coke. That shit's so bad for you, though. So awful for you.
Do you consider root beer soda?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not beer.
No, it's not beer, but it's not really soda.
What do you mean it's not soda? It's got sugar. It's got carbonation. It's got flavoring. It's soda. Chad, help me out here. Is root beer soda or is it, what do you think it is? Beer?
No, it's a type of drink. I don't know if I would consider it soda because it's not made the same way as soda.
Jeff Stenberg, IBC root beer. Are you a fucking child? Drink whiskey and do a line of Coke like a real gambler. Give me a break. Get out of here.
I'm not a big drinker. I had a drink last night, but when we went out to Texas Roadhouse.
I don't remember. Is that the place with the peanuts on the floor?
Yes.
You know, that's Greg Peterson's favorite place. I've talked at length with Peterson about that. He loves Texas Roadhouse. Takes his wife there like once a week, it seems like.
Everybody scored. Oh, you saying it was disallowed? Okay. Yeah. I just got the notification said, hey, they scored.
Oh boy, 5 spot. Ever since Fathead said the under's looking good. There you go. A 5 spot for the Brewers in the top of the third.
Yep. And you know what's also looking good? 85-84. Here come the Mavs.
I hope they win. I hope Luka gets his 50 or
87-84. Lakers need a TO. Christie, shake and bake. Klay Thompson wide open. Cash money. He had 3 points and he now has 6 points. Woo.
Good. That was fast math, bro. That was good. He had 3 and now he's got 6.
I'm being patronized with that one. I'm just gonna. I have a sixth sense that I'm being patronized with that one.
What else do you get? What else do you get at Texas Roadhouse? Please inform me because I haven't been to one. I think I went to one time.
Well, it's this place you can pick your own steak. So if you want a steak, you get a good steak. So
I was
making a drink up here. I had an alcoholic beverage last night.
Okay.
Which is normally one of my go-to things. And again, I'm not a big fan of straight beer. Like I like Newcastle and I like Guinness. But if you ask me which one I'm going to drink, I drink something a little bit different. I'll let you guess. It is alcoholic.
Urine.
Mm-mm.
You drink something that's alcoholic that's not beer? Is that what you're trying to have me guess?
It's a type of beer.
Oh, Ice House.
No, that would be terrible.
Zima.
Come on. What am I?
Is that still getting made again? Because that came back. Midori Sour, says Stenberg. No, he said beer. What do you drink? O'Doul's?
No, that's not a beer.
It's non-alcoholic beer.
I drink Angry Orchard or Blue Moon.
I don't remember the last time I had an alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
It's like poison to me now. I've gotten older.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I had Phillies score 2, take the lead 3-2. Bryce Harper, goodbye. No, it's you get your Portland minus 3.5, 28-24. Sharp has 15. Klingon's got 0 and 1 after first quarter. Juzang hit the 1-3. That's all we've got. Sexton's got 4. Keontae George has got 2. I mean, the whole team's got 4 and 2. No one's really.
Pro reactor with bad news. Phillies have taken the lead. Bryce Harper.
I just said that.
Home run. I wasn't listening. I was looking at something else.
Yes. So food wise, they have their steak. You pick your own steak. I generally get this the steak tips, which comes out kind of like a steak kebab. So you get your steak strip cut there on top of a bed of better rice with tomatoes and peppers grilled and stuff like that. My wife gets a chicken salad or the shrimp mixed in with her steak. Just like Outback, they have a really good sweet potato where they do it fully loaded, where they do the cinnamon and they melt the marshmallow right on top so you can see it melting when it's put on your plate. The bread is tremendous. Like you can Google, there's recipes for people trying to remake the bread that they give you beforehand. So that's very good. Overall, I like the place. It's good. They give a good steak and good atmosphere, and you can call ahead seating, so that helps with the wait. It's generally always a little wait, but you can at least put yourself on the waiting list early. If you go on a Friday, Saturday night, it's like an hour.
I don't want to have a reservation to go to Texas Roadhouse. Maybe I'd go in the daytime.
Yeah.
What was have you heard of Longhorn Steakhouse?
Correct. Yeah.
So I got all right. So I met this girl on Tinder during the pandemic. I was dating like a motherfucker during the pandemic. It was like I was back in college. It was amazing. So I take this girl.
During the pandemic, you were spreading your COVID.
I didn't get it at all.
Okay.
I didn't get it at all. And I mean, all these girls were just pent up. They're in the house. They're just wanting to fuck. It was amazing. So anyways, I take this girl to the Texas Roadhouse. Her pictures were amazing. I don't drink. Yeah, I don't like drinking. So it just, it sucks. So I take her to the Texas Roadhouse. I meet her just for lunch. And we're sitting down. First of all, she looks nothing like her pictures.
Okay.
Second of all, the food comes out. And all of a sudden she says, "Can you look the other way?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Can you look the other way?" I look the other way. I look back. All of a sudden she's missing a tooth. She had like what is that? A retainer with a tooth on it. So she's missed. So not only does she not look like she looks in her Tinder profile, she's missing a tooth, bro. Okay. Then to really get me in the mood, she starts telling me about her drug dealer boyfriend who had been run over by a car on the highway like 6 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Worst date I've ever been on in my life.
I've been married for 25 years. It's come as a shock that I have no experience at all with the Tinder thing or any of that stuff.
God, I was so upset that I'd never gotten a chance. And then when I got divorced and I finally had a chance, it was so amazing. It was everything I thought it would be and more, is what I could say. And then I met Casey on Bumble. So you meet the good girls on Bumble and you meet the whores on Tinder. Oh, here's the other one. Guys, tell me if you know about this. So me and Keg were doing shows all the time during the pandemic, just trying to get through life, right? He goes, "Why don't you go on Plenty of Fish?" Dude, that place has like women missing eyes, women with peg legs. Like, dude, it is not a good scene. It was not a good scene. You know, it's not a good scene. Luka right now, just
Luka can't make a shot.
Luka looks like doo-doo. Oh, shut up, Stenberg. I don't know how I avoided STDs, but I did. It was amazing. Thank you, Lord, if you're up there. Miami going to need another goal. LAFC looking dangerous. Is that good for our bet or bad for our bet? I don't know what our bet is.
That would be a loss.
That would be a loss if
it's 2-2, it's a loss.
Right. So is it 2-2 right now?
No, it's 2-1.
Okay.
They're looking dangerous. They're getting shot. The ball's in the attacking zone.
I mean, all right. I trust it. 38 points for Luka. 31 in the first half, 7 in the second. Let's at least get this AD bet home. I'm going to be so upset if Luka doesn't at least get to 47, just because the money that I won is basically going to go out the door because of the 2 bets in game. On me, my fault, but please get 9 points. He just doesn't look like he's got
13 is 9.5. He's got 13 points. So
who?
Davion Mitchell, who we talked about before the thing was spread.
Holden, drop everything and put the wild money.
I think Fathead was talking to us whether he liked it, and I said, "Yeah, I like that. I bet that."
All right, I'm betting the wild money line. Why am I betting the wild money line?
Because they're playing San Jose.
Okay,
that's basically the only reason. Giddey's about to get a triple-double. He's 1 assist away.
The Wild are minus 105, so bet them. Okay.
Cleveland's got 4 rebounds.
Plus 110. All right, Mel. That's the second bet is in. Plus 110. Colin Morikawa to win the Masters, according to Stenberg.
Put it on the board. Anthony Davis, 11 rebounds.
Yay! YouTube short play. Thanks to Foxy Cashes. That makes me happy. All right, Luka. Come on. Pull up and shoot a 3. Pull up 3. All he wants to be is a facilitator, man. I think his legs are just gassed.
Because he's out of gas. I mean, that's the question. LeBron's still there to finish.
I mean, you're crying pregame. All this shit you've been hearing for days. You come out.
3 by PJ, and it's a 3-point game.
It will. And then now he's tired. And he just doesn't have it.
6 3-point game.
I think we need overtime.
Go, PJ Washington.
I want some overtime, Fox.
I want Anthony Davis to get a triple-double off Luka's 40 and Dallas to win by 1.
Okay.
They're going 2 towers, Derek Lively, and back in.
They're going Twin Towers?
Yep.
They love that in Texas.
Big 3, though. That's the finally hits a 3. He's got 11. We're not dead, but we need some 3s.
Now there's a 3 for Reeves. All right.
I feel like I'm being ignored. Anybody else figure that out?
Yeah, I did. I heard you say Reeves, so I just said what just happened. That was it. You're not being ignored.
I'm just messing with you. I don't care.
Shoot a 3, Luka. Just LeBron. This is frustrating.
I don't know what defense that was. That was hope LeBron misses.
Only thing is you can't bet under 48.5 on Luka tonight because, I mean, it's just a revenge game, but he has just gone. You say he doesn't do as well in the second half. Like, this has just been a piss-poor performance.
Max Christie to the line. Toronto wins by 30. Quickly played. Barnes played. RJ Barrett played. Easily win for them. They end up with 30 wins. 30 and 50. Got to be a huge disappointment.
All right, let me catch everybody up on the baseball real quick. Joe Ryan had a nice start tonight for the Twins. 7 shutout, 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts, 3-0 Twins over the Royals with cheese. Matt Wallner hit his first home run of the year. Phillies, Bryce Harper's OPS went up 100 points on his 2-run home run. He's now back up over 800. 3-2 Phillies over the Braves. I'm sitting on the Braves ticket. Alive, Foxy has a pre-flop ticket on the Phillies. Milwaukee, first 5 under 5.5 at Coors Field has lost if you went under. The Rockies just scored a run, and it was Ryan McMahon. The Brewers are up 5-1 in the fourth. And that's all we got in baseball. It's just 3 games left. 3-3, Braves and Phillies. The Braves tie it up on an Austin Riley home run. Let's go.
Yeah. So Braun taking over here.
All right. Timeout for me, too. I'll be right back.
Got it. Oh, God, that hurt. Timeout for him. I can see if Soderstrom actually did anything today. 0 for 3. 3-3. Going to the 8th for Philly and Atlanta. Very interesting. 38-35, Portland and Utah. Utah not going away. Oscar Shibwe is your big scorer with 6 points and 6 rebounds. Colin Sexton has 9. Nobody has an assist because, like I said, they're a rudderless ship right now. Klingham's yet to score. Tamani Kamaro's got 3 rebounds. So that's good for our bet there. He's probably exhausted after a long playoff run last year, putting team. He did, but Kyrie also was a big play on that, and so was Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. So, yeah, if they're playing the away rules as well, it still will give us the win, though, from a betting perspective. Whether it goes to extra time doesn't mean you don't win the bet because the game actually still ends. So the away rules in this tournament doesn't actually hurt us from a betting perspective. Jessica Colin Morikawa to win the Masters. I have him to finish top 10. I do not like him to be able to finish. He's had issues closing. Don't have a lot of bets outright. My bets are more top 10, top 20 that I've taken. Like I said, I've tailored people that I like and I've trusted over the years, but I'm not giving them because they're not my plays. But I do have some bets in. If you guys want to hear what they are, I'll tell you what they are. But again, I'm not going to give you a rundown. If they win or lose, it's not on me. But I've got a lot of things for first day. I've got some matchups. Yeah, it does and it doesn't. So the whole away rule was to stop what we have right now, which is teams don't care about the first leg. So the issue when you play generally and you don't, like UEFA did away with it for Champions League now for 2 years with the away rule. What that basically means is if you scored more away goals than the other team, that's actually the first tiebreaker. So Inter Miami, who got beat 1-0, scored 0 goals when they were away. LAFC scored 1. LAFC scoring 1 goal actually means in this second leg for them to advance to the next round, they don't need to score again. They will win because they scored the 1 away goal and Inter Miami did not. From our bet perspective, we will still cash our bet. It just means it'll be the end of Inter Miami moving forward, unless Inter Miami scores another goal.
All right, so we're going to win that bet for soccer?
We still got 10 minutes.
But they're up by a goal.
Yes.
Okay.
So from our betting perspective, we will win. From their advancing perspective, they will not. Because LAFC scored the only away goal. But Miami just scored. So now Miami would basically win on aggregate because they are up 3-2. So it looks really good for our bet. So we get the PK, you get the goal, and shocking, LeBron scores again.
So Luka's just gone completely dead.
Yeah, he's exhausted.
He got tired.
Yep. The doughboy got tired.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's frustrating, too. When the pre-flops hit and then you fucking give it back. God damn it.
Yep.
Oh,
That's when I double back in. It's always at a lesser unit than my first one because you
I
never
know.
give up what you've already won.
I know.
We talked about
Basically, I'm just breaking even right now on him tonight. I hit a 2-1. We hit the threes. Actually, you know what? I probably am up because you gave me the 3-point shot. So I'm up a little bit, but not as much as I should be.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is going to be the one that kind of kicks my ass. So,
Austin
but I hit a bunch of plus money bets, so that's going to really help me out.
You want to get out of here in a minute?
No, I'm fine. We can finish up this game. We do have some 10 o'clock games, don't we? Oh, I haven't even looked at them. Let me see if we got lineups now.
All right. So while you're doing that, let me just tell everybody, make sure you make sure you check us out at nukethehouse.com if you haven't signed up. You can get a free week. Use the code NASCAR is back, 3-1 Miami. Let's freaking go, Gerardo. And DB Gnarly. Messi goal is nice. You will get real-time in-game betting notifications, so you don't have to watch these shows. I know a lot of you don't have the time. Some of you do. We love having you here. We're your friends. I'd love to have a Nuke the House meetup someday. But we're going to have to get more subscribers in order to do that. So, real-time in-game betting notifications. Whatever Fox puts in, you'll get it. Keg, Coop, Maddie, maybe Zargo. Luckily, you don't get my picks. And go check us out, man. It's a good time. Hit the like button right now. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Nuke the House YouTube channel, that's growing. And I recommend you do so. And that's all I got, Fox.
All right. So we got who's in, who's out. From a Denver perspective, Murray's out, Monk's out, Keegan Murray's out. From a OKC perspective, we already talked about SGA, Hardenstein, Wallison. Holmgren's going to play, J-Dub's going to play, and Aaron Wiggins is going to play.
We get a Christian Brown over 15.5?
I was just looking at a couple different things. See, the only question I have betting Nuggets guys right now is you don't know what's the change.
I don't think Brown's leaving the lineup. And Murray's still
Brown's
gone.
leaving the lineup, but are they going to play slower? Are they going to not really run up and down the court? The guy I love is Jalen Pickett. I've bet Pickett rebounds already. I told you over 2.5 at plus 104.
I might just throw a same game parlay in there then. So Pickett rebounds.
Yeah.
I'll go Brown over.
Yeah,
who wins the game?
Here, so you're going to have to type these in. So,
all right, give them to me because let me start. All right, I need the first bet. Pickett over.
Pickett over 2.5 plus 104.
Jalen Pickett over 2.5 rebounds.
Yep.
Plus 104 at FanDuel. Okay.
Porter over 6.5 rebounds minus 110.
Mike Porter.
Yep.
Over 6.5 rebounds minus 110. FanDuel. I'll throw Porter rebounds in there then. Okay.
Yep. Hold on. DeMar DeRozan over 24.5 points. He's been on a tear.
All right. DeRozan. Oh, how many points?
24.5.
And the juice?
104.
Okay.
So that's it on this game.
Okay. Well, let me get this same gamer in then.
I would like to play Joker, but it's 31.5. I think I'm going to be able to get a live 30.5, hopefully, or 30.
Who's giving boosts on NBA parlays at this point?
I got to think that FanDuel's got some.
Yeah, FanDuel's got a we'll use the FanDuel.
I am completely shocked that the Warriors are going to play their normal starting lineup just after playing a game that's there. So we're going to take
that win, man.
We got to take pods. You're going to have to give me this pods over 15.5. Keep riding until she bucks you. We're taking the over
2.5 points.
15.5 points minus 15.
Okay.
Pods over 2.5 threes minus 104.
Pods over 2.5 threes Minus what?
104.
Okay.
And well, that's really just I can't give that. See if you get a Steph Curry assist at 5.5 somewhere. Luka hit a 3.
Luka? He hit a 3. Yay.
Luka's
They're
on
cheering
a
for him too.
rampage
That's
here as they
amazing.
try to blow this away.
All right, so you want Curry assists.
I do.
5.5, but the juice is gross. Minus 136.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking to see if someone
Six
had
and
it.
a half is plus 20.
I'm not playing 6.5. I don't think this will be a game. What's the line in this game? 17.5. Oh God, that's disgusting.
All right. My parlay is plus 467.
All right.
I'll take it. Let's go. Let's go, Nuggets.
I'm gonna take Stefan Castle 17.5 points.
And Stefan Castle over. Castle over points. Let me see if I can find the best line on that for you.
Lakers pulled away in the second half.
Castle over 17.5 minus 20 at DK. Minus 17 at Bet River Sugar House.
Doncic got 45 points and 7 threes.
Oh, then I need
A 3.
2 more points.
Yeah. But they're up 16, and I'd be shocked if they came back in.
You think he's out for good?
Unless he wants to give him his call, he called timeout with a minute or there's a reason for that. So
I found the 46.5. I need 2 points out of him. Play him, JJ.
I actually have taken those. So you're talking, Fathead, about taking some chances here. And I took some chances on Pickett. We took it last time. We got him to 4. So I've taken the 4. I've taken the 5. I won't go higher than 5. Again, we don't know how long he sits on the floor. We don't know how long he plays. But when he has given the opportunity to play, he's done pretty well. So
Luka's coming back out.
Luka is coming back
Come on,
out.
go get your 50, Luka. Go get your 50. Make everybody happy here.
The 4 rebounds is plus 240. The 5 rebounds I have to take on DraftKings.
Yeah, they tied it up. Mel, did they take they must have taken the lead too. Nice call on that one. We get the Blues home. Oh my God. You're so in the circle of trust. You're already in the circle of trust.
Yeah, Luka got the 40 and the 45. So if you tailed that in that play, we
You
hit
get
that.
50. I think that's why he's in, Fathead. I think Luka's still in a 16-point game. And Reddick's like, go get yourself. Oh, he's going to foul, and then they're going to take him out to standing O. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's like, shit, I wish I still played here.
I think he will once he gets to the offseason and someone tells him and goes, LeBron's got 1 more year. I mean, you and Austin Reeves.
When's his contract up?
They've got to make a decision on the option in the summer.
Well, they're going to do that right now.
Correct.
He has it or the Lakers have it?
Lakers have it.
Oh, well, he's staying in LA then.
But that's only 1 year. He has it. He has the ability to opt out.
Oh, for more money.
Correct.
But can he only make the most money with the Lakers?
No.
You know, Tim, I tried to watch.
Harrison cost them $40 million because that goes out the window.
I tried to watch the Celtics thing, the documentary on Max, and I just hate the Celtics too much.
Giddey got a triple-double. 26, 13, and 10 for Giddey. 12 points for Kobe White. 19 points for Hurst.
Braves have a runner on, bottom of the 8th, tied at 3. All right, we can get out of here, dude. We're good. We're good. Thanks, everybody, hanging out with us. Tomorrow night we'll be on again.
I was waiting to the end of the Miami game.
You're waiting to the end of Miami game? There's no reason to be on to the end of Miami game. What are you talking about? How much time's left?
It's got about a minute.
Oh, it's another 30 minutes. Get out of here. We've been on for 3 hours. Get out of here.
It's another minute and a half.
Oh, it says it's 7 minutes left on this.
I was
I just
talking
had to
about the
refresh.
soccer game.
I had to refresh. Oh, the soccer game.
The
All
soccer
right.
game's a 3-unit win for me.
And then what? We've got extra time, right?
No, they're up 3-1. That'll be it.
That'll be the end of it. Okay.
LAFC has only scored 2 goals in the first 2. They scored 1 in the first game. They scored 1 this one. That's 2. Inter Miami has scored 3. 3 is bigger than 2, so the game is over.
I don't think Fox hates that you're making me money. I know you're just joking, but Fox likes having you here. I'm not even kidding, Mel. He busted your balls.
No, I
like
don't
2
have
times.
any issue. For anyone having any soccer opinion, guess what? I'm wrong all the time. I'm right more times than I'm wrong, but look, no one's here. The best you can do in this sport is to be a professional bettor is to be over 54%.
Gerardo's thrown out Clippers first quarter.
Or you're making plus money wins, you're going to be a profitable bettor.
Gerardo is the Clippers -3, first quarter -10. What do you think about that?
No, just because I root solely every morning now when I wake up for Columbus to lose a game doesn't mean I hate you.
I'm talking about Gerardo's bet here. So he's got
What is
Clippers
Gerardo's
first
bet?
quarter. You like it?
I think he's grossly overestimating there's no Powell in tonight. I still think Houston's game can keep this close. 3.5 is going to be interesting. Take your shot.
Gerardo, does that mean you lean the Pumas, or is it called lean Pumas?
He's Pumas. He's talking about Unam Pumas. Pumas.
But he's leaning
They're a
Pumas.
Mexican soccer team playing in the CONCACAF Championship.
Now, is he leaning that? Is that what that means? Lean? Because it's all in caps.
It's 1-0, and it's an MLS team versus a Mexican team. Now, it's a very good MLS team in Vancouver. Vancouver's been playing really, really well. It was 1-1 in the first time. You do go home. Pumas is considered the better team. Martinez will play in this game, which is kind of big.
By the way, we got 7 minutes of extra time in fucking Inter Miami.
We cashed the Inter Miami. It's over.
All right, then let's get out of here.
Now we can get out of here.
Do it again tomorrow. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for the millionth time. Check us out with the code NASCAR's back. You get a free week. Good job tonight, Foxy.
Yep, I'm gonna get one more play. Don't hit the go away. We're gonna take the Heat plus 4.5.
He said Heat plus 4.5.
Yep.
Now we're going away.
I take that for a half unit.